Boo-doop. 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 Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Ba-dum-ba-bum. Ba-da-da-ba-da-da-ba-da-da-ba-ba. Greetings, fellow humans. Welcome to episode 34 of the Super Pixel Guy 3D game dev. How's it going? I was throwing around the idea of doing another Meta Monday, but you know, fuck it. I'm here to finish a game. Let's finish this level. I'm tired of this level remaining here, sitting here unfinished, undercooked, fucking sloppy, bloody, because we haven't cooked it yet. So, I don't know, but I'm tired of this. Let's make this level good. And I think it's pretty good already. I just need to do a couple things. So that's good. This is good. Crouch in here, jump over this, block this hand. This is all good. Jump over this, go over that, I think. First of all, those things, they can't just stay underground. They need to be moved for when the hole comes. And there's this. And then the wall, the ball, of course. I like how, and the ball doesn't kill me when I'm trapped at the door. So we need the ball to come in a bit more. The ball will destroy me. Then the ball will fall down. So let's test that. But I think this is all pretty good. The only bad part is I need the ball to have more of an effect when it goes through the ground. Like I need tiles to fly up into the air. Greetings, photogenic game dev moment. Nice bedroom. Thank you. It's just like me. It's just like me for real. I also have a bedroom. It's so epic. So that falls through, and that looks so ugly. That you can tell it disappears. So I gotta time that better. But yeah, welcome to the alternative setup. There's gonna be another one of these, hopefully by the end of the week, and then you should be able to switch between them before next Meta Monday. I don't want all my progress to be in Meta Mondays, but it is like the best opportunity to get things done. Anyway, let's see how it looks at the other scene. So this is the code scene. I hate how you can kind of see past the edge of the wall over there. I could extend that maybe, but yeah, I should probably extend that a bit more. But I guess that's a problem for future me. For now, I simply exist in the void. I exist in the void. Greetings, chemistry. How's it going? All right. Okay. Let me turn on my brightness and turn on my do not disturb. So I'm not disturbed. I don't care what's happening. I don't care who's getting murdered. I do not want to ever be disturbed. It's interesting how the lighting in this scene affects how my camera looks. I think about that a lot. Like, eesh. It's so dark now. I like it when I'm bright and beautiful. I wonder if I could turn on my light now over here, and that would like be more in, like, it wouldn't fuck everything up in terms of the over brightness. Let me. Ooh. Oh. Oh, now I'm like really bright. Oh, come on. This is like no winning. Do you want me to glow or do you want me to be dark? I don't know. I kind of like how bright it is. It makes the background gradient look much better. But, Ah. You can make it smash into the floor below and like crush that too, but like stop. I guess D&D moment. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? Yeah, I like that. I like the idea of it like kind of breaking to the floor a little. Let me first make it so the ball moves a bit further. So for that, I'm gonna go to area 2. I want what? What do I want? My stream was behind. Oh, do not disturb. I refresh. Yeah, it'd be like that. Twitch moment. Am I right? Am I right, fellow gamers? This is such a Twitch moment. This is gonna trigger the ball, which is gonna trigger all these events. God, I really wish my fucking plugin worked right now, so I could use that instead of this awful fucking interface right here. That's what I should prioritize first. Ugh. It's too many things. Too many fucking things. Okay. Mover 3D, and that is going to be the whole blocker. So we don't want to move that just yet. First of all, why do we even move it? I should just turn it invisible, right? I guess I could move it. No, why did I do it this way? Obviously, I should just move, like turn it invisible. I don't understand. Do I not have a node for that? Set node visibility? That has to be something. If this was my interface, I could just type visible and see all the options, but unfortunately, this is Godot's interface, so I cannot do that or find any of my fucking events. There's so many. There's so many. Come on, man. Come on. I really need to add that visible thing if it's not a thing. I use it all the time. See, look, I use it right here to set this visible to false. Wait. Hole blocker, hole... Wait, what? What is this? What's the hole blocker? Wait. So this is the mesh with the collision in it. But I can't move that because that is a static body. I mean, it seems to work, but I should also be disabling the static body right here. So why do I move this? I think I just get rid of that, right? And then I set the whole floor cover to not visible. Oh, because there's two components. There's the cover and then like the actual this itself, but this is set to invisible material now. So imagine I go to the void. It'll be funny, lol. Where am I? No. There's no more voiding happening in this stream. I have fixed the void. If you fall into the void, you'll just fall back down onto the bed. So, it's all good. You will not get voided. In fact, I hope you get voided so I could prove how unavoidable this fucking void stream is. How's that? How's that? How's that smug eyebrow up face? Why? Why do you want to go to the void? Don't go to the void. It's bad for you. Okay. So that's visible to false. Collision is disabled. This happens after this ball hits the end. So, this is the ball moving. So we should wait 60 seconds. The ball should go down a tiny bit. So let me add another mover 3D to do that. And then, so like, it'll like kind of break through the floor. And then, maybe I could do some particles there too. But we'll see for a bit. So we'll do mover there. We'll copy the ball. So give me that node. Give me that node path. Give me that should wait. Start position is going to be here. Paste. And we'll make it like 4, 5. And it'll have to ease in a weird way. Like, boom. Or that's like, boom. So it'd have to be a cubic in or something. Custom easer. Cubic. Where the hell's my cubic in? There it is. So it'd be like a cubic in because it goes down to with a hard stop. So 25. Then we want to wait again. Let's do a little waiting. We'll wait. And then we'll wait for, I guess, 60. And then it'll fall through and break the floor underneath it. So this will all make sense. Okay, let's see how that looks. Imagine that there was a way to glitch, but it involves the ledge and bed frame to glitch out. No. The ledge and bed frame don't have complicated collisions. It's all just box collisions. I've learned my lesson about collisions with this game, so I will not do any collision shenanigans. That hits me. Jump over this. Don't jump over that. Wait for this to come over me. Run back. Oh, fuck. It might kill me. Oh, God. Run. Oh, I hit the alarm anyway. So, eesh. Oh, God. This takes a while. Maybe I should just disable the alarm system while I'm testing. That'd make this testing much easier. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm trying to feel... Oh, there we go. I can do them both at the same time. Okay, perfect. So now go here. It falls through a little, and then it breaks through. But that doesn't look right. Because you can still see the bottom of the ball, so it didn't fall down deep enough. So we do 4. We also want a bit of screen shake there. Let's do that, but we'll make it like a half screen shake, like a power of 0.1. And then we'll give it a sound effect once I add sounds, but not for now. Not for now. So we'll screen shake there, have it go down a little. Maybe, yeah, I guess 25 is good. And we'll wait for 60 frames, then it'll fall through. So the move down needs to be a bit more. I already did that. Okay, cool. Yeah, but I still facepalm during using the floor for only no reason yesterday. Bruh, people be facepalming on the floor for no reason all the time. It's just how it be. It's just how it be sometimes. You must understand. You must understand facepalming is a part of life. It is so important to me. that you facepalm. There we go. Oh, perfect. Oh, I executed that flawlessly. Oh, fuck. That still doesn't go through the floor properly. So maybe this screen shake should have a bit more of a time ratio. And this needs to be faster, too. Instead of 25, let's do 20. Let's make this 3. Rate, I guess make it 1.5. We'll make time ratio more like 1.3, 4-ish. 4, whatever. It'll make this 1.5. And then, what's your favorite character in HXH? Mine is Mr. Oreo. Mr. Oreo? I don't know who that is. Are you talking about Leorio? I guess that doesn't make sense. How far are you in Hunter x Hunter chemistry? I'm concerned my favorite character might be a spoiler, so I don't want to say it. If you like this. I'm surprised. I feel like Leorio doesn't get a lot of screen time, tragically, so it wouldn't be. You have to be pretty early on if you're the start of season 4. I don't know seasons. I watched it all at once. Season 4. So what? If Hunter Exam is 1, then Killua thing is also season 1. Season 2 will be this Heaven's Arena. Season 3 would be what? That would be New York, and then season 4 would be Greed Island. Is that Greed Island you're referring to? I don't know. I think the seasons they generate on like the streaming sites are just all arbitrary, so they're not real seasons. When I watched Hunter x Hunter back in my day as it was airing, it was all just all one fucking long formed anime that kept going forever. York knew, but yes, Greed Island. Okay. So you can't use seasons because the seasons are fake. They're fake. You must understand chemistry. They're fake. They're not real. All the episodes just came out all together at like every week for years. It was so great. My Sundays, and then later it switched to Tuesdays. My Sundays when the new episode would come out would be so hype. It'd be so good. Fine arc. But okay, oh, that makes sense. I guess Leorio's in that arc. I forgot about that. Leorio. But okay, all right. I hope you enjoy then. In that case, I cannot tell you about my favorite character, but ask me a bit later. Ask me a bit later, and I'll tell you my favorite character. If I'm doing it by those seasons. Okay, this goes down. Okay, that's cool. In fact, that needs to go down faster. If we're doing it by seasons, my favorite character doesn't appear until like the finalish, maybe second to final season. Oh shit! What happened? Yo, Drodidar, Dioridar. Welcome. Hello. How's it going? Thank you for following. I don't know if you know who I am, if you just found me through Twitch, but I'm a game dev streamer. I stream game development every day, 3 p.m. EST. I'm currently working on this 3D platformer in Godot called Super Pixel Guy 3D. And right now we're doing some level design. I'm trying to make this scene right here where this ball chases you look a bit nicer when it falls through the floor. And so, yeah, thank you for stopping in. Okay, here we go. And then it's gonna fall through, fall. Okay, that's good. It should fall and then also shake, implying it hit the ground. But then it disappears. So I wonder if the move here would be just have pieces of the ball like in the hole just already there from the start. That way it looks like it just broke apart when it hit the ground. Or we can just put the fucking ball there. Why not? Like, why not? Why not? It's just not possible. Why not? When I saw Krabka, I thought he was a female. Lol. It'd be like this. Now, I've heard people make that mistake, but it's always been, I don't know, I always thought it was pretty clear Krabka was pretty mask presenting, in my humble opinion. I don't know. It'd be like this, maybe, I don't know. Yeah. Mover 3D. There's like a reference to that later. It's pretty interesting. But I'm not saying anything. So that'll be stage 40. We'll make it 30 actually, because it's gonna have to move a lot. And then I want to screen shake when it hits the bottom, so this is all gonna go away, but I'll do this at the end. So wait for that, and then screen shake again. Can I screen shake? There it is. I hate this interface. I cannot wait to replace with my own interface. And then my own interface, I'm gonna make my own programming language that you can use to type in instead of using the fucking interface. And it's gonna be so clean. I love making tools instead of actually working on the game. I love it so much. It sabotages me, but I still appreciate it. Okay. Let's go forward again. Duck under here, jump over that. Block the hand. Jump over this laser. Don't jump over this laser. Let this laser come. Let the ball fall. All right. And then hits that. Falls through. Oh, that's perfect. Ooh, the timing on that was phenomenally good. Okay, and then we fall through here. And the ball should be visible. Yeah, the ball. Okay, wow, I guess the perfect position for the ball right then and there. So when the ball falls through here, I want to give it a collision box. But the cool part is the ball's already static at this point. I just leave a fucking spherical like collision box right here for the player to stand on. So I think I'm gonna do that. But before I do any of that, I first also need to fix the fact the ball doesn't kill you when you get to the edge of the room. So it goes from 50 to negative 21. So let's make that negative. No, we'll make it negative 21. Make it 20.5 because this needs to be a little bit more forward. That is all. That is all I could ever ask for. So let's try that. Let's go ahead and do that move. Do the move, do the groove, do the move, do the groove, do the move, do the groove, do the groove, do the move. Gon is a broccoli. Killua is a catboy. Mr. Leorio is Mr. Oreo. Krafika, female, question mark. Hisoka, non-legal child enjoyer. Yeah, basically. I mean, Hisoka just like fighting. What's the big deal? Fuck. Oh, fuck. Well, I didn't actually trigger the alarm, so I can't test this. I actually have to trigger the alarm. I also need a condition to make sure the other alarm bots don't fly down unless the alarm is like active, like not active. Okay, I'll get triggered by this one. And then I'll come to the door. And I'll come here. Hisoka's so funny though. Hisoka's just... What is weird character to put in your show? Mover 3D. Let's go from here to here. And then we want to go from here to here. There we go. He said he was hard from seeing Gon getting stronger. Gon's like 10. The strength is, I don't know. I can't even justify it. It just be like that. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay. Do that. Jump over this laser. Jump over this. No, jump over. Okay. Hit this. Okay, so this is all good. I escape. How does it look when it's not going through? Okay, that's perfect. That's so perfect. Okay, and then I'm gonna fall through, and the ball's right here. Okay, I need the camera to snap to me better when I'm falling through there, so I wonder if there's a way I can do that. I do have something kind of like that, where the camera gets stuck to you on the Y level. Okay, I guess I could put a trigger box for that here. I mean, the camera's already kind of stuck to on the Y level with... No, well, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, but, let me think. So it falls through, it shakes. Let me put the collision box there, which I'll use on the ball here. So, ball, static, body, and then give that a collision shape. And then we'll give it a sphere. And the sphere will be about... Oh yeah, because I have the shader on. There we go. The sphere's like this. God, that song always like debates me into thinking that someone like subbed or something with that intro. It's like, bling! And I'm like, whoa! Someone's doing a thing. Okay, I guess that's a perfect sphere of 1. And then we could take this static body and bring it and push it somewhere else. Well, actually, I know where the final position of the ball is through these events, so I could just grab this position and put that there. You know what I'm saying? Are you perceiving what I'm sticking out? Are you pulling in what I'm pushing? I don't know what I'm saying. Do you understand? Okay, so this is that position. That's perfect. Yes, yes. Resting balls, static body 3D. Okay. Okay, and then we go back here. Chug a chug 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 chug. Okay. And we're in. We're in this shit. Oh, I forgot to turn the shader back on. Oh, don't look at it. It's so ugly. There we go. Oh my god, the shader is such an improvement on this game. People who tell me they like the game without the shader are fucking freaks of nature. Like, no, you don't. You just don't know what you want. I swear, the game is significantly better with the shader. Okay, so hits that, falls through. Maybe I'll delay it. I mean, God, there's like a bit of a... Hold on. I didn't like the shake for the first like little fall down a bit. So we'll go to ball, trigger ball, and then we'll go here. I don't want to wait immediately after. It should be happening during it, kind of. Maybe like before, like that? No, don't wait before. But I already do screen shake it before, so what's the issue? Maybe the time ratio is too long. Like, I'll just make it, let's make it like 0.8. And then power can remain the same, and rate can remain the same. In fact, rate is too... The issue is it has different properties that make it look way stronger than the other screen shakes. Oh, that's done. We go down here, and then we get stand on the ball. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, goodness. Why is it still looking like... Let me... Look forward! It should... Oh, I hate how the camera does this. No, the camera should... Okay, here's what I should do. Here's what I should do. Here's what I should... Why is it so dark? I have a camera edit box around here. Where is it? Area 2, camera edit boxes. So there's this one, which makes so that the camera goes down a bit. But this should also... Why does it look like that? This should also... This enter box, which is this, should go down into the floor. Like down in, you know, here's what I do. I make the leave one drag down a bit. So that way it stays that way until you get all the way down in here like that. Yes. Yes. Yes, Queen fucking Slay. Let's go. Okay. So that box I just modified dictates when the camera's going to be set back to its normal like angle, I guess. So by dragging it down there, it should keep the camera in the state you're about to see, like this, until you fall through the hole. So do that. Do that. Come through here. Gonna break, fall down. I stay in this state. And then now it looks better. But I can't get through here, and it causes me bugs. It causes me bugs. So I think I just make the ball fall lower, right? Like, if I do for this something... Let's see. So, let's do area 2. This, I'll make it like minus... Not 15. We'll do like 14-ish. Yeah, that's pretty good. I can't see it right now, but I think that's okay. Okay. I hate how I can't do a shader and look at these, like, these hints. These collision shapes. It's kind of an oversight. Okay, and then so that's there, and now I want to move the ball to that position too. So that's going to be Y level -14, and then we go to trigger ball mover -14, and that'll actually increase the speed a bit. So let's also do custom easer. Linear sucks here. I want cubic, and is definitely the move because it eases into the fall like you would with gravity. So that's good. This could be a bit shorter, like 15. Yeah, I think that should be fine. And the screen shake is already lessened, so that should be okay. So let's see. Let's see here. Actually, let's see here. Chug. Let's go. Let's go. And then go through here. Duck under. Go over. Block the hand. Oh, well. Okay, let's try that again. Go under here. Go above this. Block the hand. Jump over that. Duck under that. Let that trigger. And then let it fall through the world. Okay, that screen shake happens way too soon. Specifically because of the ease-in. it's like delayed. So this should be after, and there should be a wait that causes it to happen halfway through. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and do that. Wait, we'll make it wait like 10-ish, and then close all of these. We want it right here. Then we don't wait for the mover, but we do wait like a bit longer. We'll do like 90. Ba da 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 dun 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 dun. Okay, so while I'm here, let me also fix the events for these other things. Like laser 2 trigger box. This I want to move way lower than -2. This should be like -20. And then we can set that to a bit longer, like 180 maybe. And then same for the other one. So this one we're gonna move also -120. Not my, oh Jesus. I guess we'll do, I mean, it doesn't really make a difference. But we'll set this to 120. And what are they easing with? They're easing with back in. Okay, that's pretty cool. And then trigger box 4, it might look a little weird, but we'll take a gander at it. We'll take a little look-see. Bop, bop. Oh, fuck, I didn't close the thing, and now I gotta restart everything. Okay, kicking! Stop trying to kick it. Oh my god. Photogenic. I see you in that corner trying to push your way to freedom. You're not getting it. You're not getting out of here. You're trapped here forever. It is bedtime. Jump over this. Hit by that. Jump over that. Go over that. Like that. Fall. And then we fall through here. And then boom. Okay, that's pretty good. The delay here is a bit long. Instead of... Wait, hold on. No, cancel. Trigger ball. This. We'll have this weight go back to like 70-ish. And we'll stick to 60. Why not? He's in the land of good old America. And then we fall through here. All right, there we go. And then the ball's in there. And they can still see the lasers. Oh, and they can see these spikes. Oh, crap. You can see them from here. I can still see through the land, too. Oh, no. Yeah, that's not good. Maybe I just keep it the same camera position down here. I don't see why not. It'll make it feel more, like, closed in anyway. Okay. But so I'm stuck. Nope, y'all are still here. Y'all are still here and happening. Alright. What was that text I was looking at for a second? Hold on. Hold on. Everyone give me a second. Okay. Alrighty then. Put that in my pocket. And then I take it out of my pocket because it didn't fit in my pocket. So I hate some things. Let's fix the things I hate. For starters, this needs to go way lower than 20. Let's just make it 30 because screw it. Screw it. Why not? Why not, I say. And shortly after this, I'm going to test this and figure out why. Why not? Let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, Godot game, go run. Go run. See if I care if you run. Okay. Boom. And then go under here. Go above this. Hit by that. Jump over this. Go, don't get jump over that. Make the ball fall. And then that happens. And then I shouldn't be able to see any of these lasers down here now. Perfect. Oh, I still see them. Of course I see them. The camera's looking down. And I still have this issue over here where I could see above the ground a bit too much. And then, honestly, that error can still happen with spikes. Maybe I should disable the spikes' visibility. I could do that. Let's make it lower than 20. Makes it... No, chemistry. I made it -30, which is actually lower than -20. For your information, for hashtag for your beeswax. Did you mind your beeswax? If you like this. Actually, negative 30 is less than negative 20. So, actually. See, it's a negative. You can tell by the low res stream that you're witnessing right now. Okay. So you did not specify that. You have to pay attention to the stream. That's an important thing. Oh my God, do I really have a set visibility thing? Call node function, could it be in here? Call function on node, no. There's no way I don't have a visibility. How could that be possible? Set node 3D transform, could that have visible on it? No. I just don't have an event for visibility. That is bizarre. I'm on phone, so it's bad. Oh, it'd be like that. It'd be like that sometimes. Okay, node editors maybe? Set node, see I have a node 3D editor here, so I think it would be appropriate to add one for visibility here, maybe? I guess I can do that. Let's go ahead and do set node. I guess it'd have to be a node that has to be like visible capable. Will I ever need to set a node 2D to invisible? I don't think so. We're gonna do node 3D visible HX. And that's just gonna be the transform one. But a little different. A little tiny bit different. Let's go ahead and export visible equals false, or should I make it true? I guess I'll make it true for now. And then, I mean, that's basically it, right? Then I take the node 3D here and set visible equal to visible. Oh shit. Visible. There we go. That's an easy event. I like how that didn't take too much time. And I don't need any of these, I don't think. I guess I need, oh, I need these. So I'll keep those. And then set node 3D. Oh, it's perfect. It's beautiful. Let me recompile by finding my recompile hole. No hacks code and hacks compile. Okay. Alrighty. Alright. Actually. Okay. Yeah, I really need to fix that wall. I hate how much you can see in past the void for that wall right there. It should just be the window you can see through with the visibility. Like this wall right here. What is up with this? I don't want that. I don't want this whole gap. I don't want this gap. Make your VTuber a one line since we live in a 3D world. Move across 4 dimensions and see 2. What? Make your VTuber a 1D line since we live in a 3D world. Move across 4 dimensions and see 2. Chemistry, what the fuck are you saying? What the fuck does this mean? What the fuck does this mean? I'm sure if I thought about it, it would make sense to me. Alas, I am not a thinker. I am a stinker. Full cover floor. Okay, and that's gonna be not visible, so we'll do that. And then we use this in the other ones. So node 3D visible. Here we go. And then I just assign this to laser 2. We see a 2D scan of a 3D world. Okay. Well, let me make sure the resetter resets its visibility here. Resetter. Reset position, reset rotation, properties. I guess we should have a reset visibility here too. That'd be nice. We move by XYZ and time. But we have a 2D scan of 3D world. Actually, we have 2 2D perspectives, one for each eye, which gives us a depth perception. So do we kind of see in 3D? I don't know. Maybe. I mean, people always say depth perception. I feel like I can gauge depth pretty well with just one eye. So I don't know. Maybe that's just me being overly dumb. But only forward. Yeah, that's how eye is eyeing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I am eyeing. That's just me existing in my own body. That's me when I'm eye is eyeing. That's because, you know, just a capital I am eyeing. What the fuck? I've like lost track of what I'm even doing because of this. Okay, wait. We go to resetter. Where the hell's resetter? Here it is. So we'll do... I use reset visibility a lot. So let's do reset visibility. And then when that's the case, we'll have to cache it. So let's go ahead and var cache visibility. So this resetter, the way this class works is I attach it to another node, and then that node is like stores its state at the start of the level. And if it has this resetter, the level will find all the resetters and call the reset function, making it so they reset the object to its start, its state at the start of the level. That way I can reset a level instead of having to just reload it completely. So, yeah. I think it's neat. If node3d, if reset visibility p.visible equals hash visibility. And so now, do you know who made a song Believer? Do you know who made a song What? Chemistry, the things you say sometimes. I actually do not know who made a song Believer. And I'm like the Shrek song. And I'm a believer and not a trace. Is this a D's Nuts joke? Are you trying to get me to say the band name of who made the Believer song for Shrek? And also All-Star, I think. So I'm not gonna say it. You're gonna be like, why don't you smash D's Nuts into your mouth? That's probably the name of the fucking band. Believer? Believer, band Shrek? Oh, it's I'm a Believer. Okay, but it is smashing these nuts into your mouth. All right, okay. No, I don't, Chemistry. Please elaborate, as I will not know until you do so. I will not know until you do so. Will not know. Okay, let's go ahead and recompile that. That's gonna take a while because I don't have the fucking cache compilation server set up. Bum bum. Bum bum. Bum bum. Alright, there we go. And now I can do reset visibility on the laser. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's do it for all of these. So reset visibility, and then reset visibility. I feel like reset visibility should be on by default, but we're not going to worry about that. Fuck, you've seen through my trap, but it's Imagine Dragons. I imagine dragging these nuts down your chin or in your mouth, or I don't know. Believer. Okay, all right. Yeah, you better luck next time. Tragically, I am the GOAT at the D's Nuts jokes, and so you'll never get me. Ever. If you get me, I'll end stream immediately. That is not an invitation to try and get me. Please do not. Laser 3. Imagine dragging these nuts across. Yeah. Or I don't know. Sometimes people do face. Sometimes people do chin. It's very inconsistent. I always like throat. Imagine dragging these nuts down your throat. Imply of God, like how fucking low. Never. I'm not gonna go there. They're just assign laser 4. There we are. Laser 4, you are no more. Because well, actually I should set this to not visible. And then this also needs to be not visible. And then this needs to be not visible. And then the reset to be visible in the resetters right there. Okay. So that should fix that. Next thing I need to fix is the conditions for these. These should only execute if the alarm isn't active. So if I do that by doing if condition check game value, I think. So let me check that. How did I do that before? Area 1, secret laser. No, actually I want to do it on the laser. Laser, trigger cast, trigger manual event, trigger alarm. Trigger alarm, which is in, where is trigger alarm? Functions. Trigger alarm. Does this always just trigger it? Wait, but where's the conditional? It can't just always trigger the alarm. Disable after run? Oh, I guess it disables it after the run, so that way you know. But it sets this value alarm on to true. So that way I can prevent stuff from happening when the alarm is turned on. Like what the hand would do. So for the hand, where is that? That is trigger actually. Move 3D blockable. I guess even this. Oh, because what's disabling it is the trigger boxes. No, because this isn't disabled if the alarm is off. Because when I trigger the alarm, it turns that trigger box off right here. Right? Set enabled trigger, it turns them all off. Okay, so I should do that for the other trigger boxes, basically. So what is that called? Set enabled trigger? Set enabled trigger box. Set enabled trigger box. And this is going to be not enabled. Assign that to, I guess, all of these. Laser 2, and then laser 3. And then finally, set enabled trigger box, laser 4. And then we move these to the top. So boom, 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 boom. I want you in my room. Why the fuck do these open up? I did not open them up. Okay, there we go, there we go. 4, 2, 3. Let's put them in order. So that'd be 2. In my system, I'll have better indicators for the differences between these. So that way I can actually see what the hell I'm dragging when I'm dragging it. Okay. So that should disable all these. And that's good. Let's see how it feels in the game, though. That's where it's really gonna matter. Okay. Bum, bum, I got an error, What the fuck? I know where this is happening. This is happening in laser trigger box 2 because I created an if and didn't use it. Or not? 3? There it is. Delete that. Okay. Okay. That's interesting. If the condition doesn't exist, it doesn't have nullability safety. I really need to add that to my game, huh? I'd get a nickel every time I would make a joke about sodium joke. I'd have a mole of nickel. How much is a mole of nickel? Is that a lot or a little? It doesn't sound like a lot. If I jump over this, this will trigger. But if I jump into this won't. I didn't jump into it properly, so nothing triggered. I couldn't even test. Now I'm trapped. This is the worst case scenario for this test. Nothing worked. Actually, this is perfect. I could test the resetting. So go under here, go above this. 6,022 times 10 to the 23rd atoms of nickel. Why specifically that number? Why 6,022? Answer me that, fellow game. This doesn't work. Why the hell doesn't this work? Wait, what? Wait, what? Did I not go through the laser? I don't know. Let me try that again. Duck under here. Go over here. Hit this. Laser beam. Did it just go right through me because it was moving too fast? Is that a fucking possibility, these lasers? Is that they just... Oh, crap. Yeah. That's probably not optimal. Woo. Shit. How do I fix that? I mean, it seems to be pretty consistent. And then if I do get triggered by that, or if I do trigger that laser, if I do trigger that laser, it doesn't trigger the next one because it doesn't happen fast enough. So this is already built pretty well. All right. It was supposed to be 6.022 because Polish thing uses comma instead of dot, but it's an Avogadro number. It's an avocado number? That doesn't answer any questions. You haven't explained what an avocado number is. Wow, that light post right there, or the alarm, I guess we'd call it. Okay, that goes down, and there we go. That falls down. If I fall down here, then everything is Gucci, except if I go right here, and you can see through the fucking floor. I can fix that. It's just a matter of pulling the camera box down. So I should just do that, except I'm really, it feels like such a cheap way of doing this, but I should just do it. Walls, camera edit box 1, camera edit. So I need to go here, go inside, enter. Let's drag this way the hell down. Okay, there we go. Woo! So like right there. Yeah, that's good. Right? We'll round that to like, I don't know if I want to round it up to 20. We'll round it to 19. But I don't want to change its position. So 19 and then minus 3.5. Okay, and then enter. I haven't touched you, so you should be fine. Yes. And then leave is already like a bit lower and then outside of it. So I guess it'll be okay. I need to stretch it more this way to make it look more natural though. So there you go. Hope that looks good. I mean, I'm so concerned with these whole numbers, but it really doesn't matter, does it? I just need to go where it feels right. I just like having the whole numbers. It makes it feel so much cleaner. I wish there was a way I could just drag them by increments of 0.1. Avocado number is 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd. Mole is 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd atoms or molecule. Yeah, but chemistry. But why is that number known? Why that specific number? You haven't answered anything. You're just telling me about avocados and moles. I don't, okay. I mean, it's fair. You don't have to know. I'll just confused. Okay, look at that camera handle. That feels so smooth. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, I kind of go out the wall. My character does not handle sloped floors well. Cause guacamole. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? Okay, there we go. Guacamole. I see. Has this all been a setup for a pun this whole time? Is that what's happening here? I should put a big ass arrow here telling you to go to the side. That'd be really funny. No! Okay. I believe you. I totally believe you. Let's go to Blender. Oh my god, why is my shit? Okay, I gotta summon bits for a sec. Hold on. This is really bad. I shouldn't have it so the space bar or the period. How am I gonna avoid? Wait, here's what I do. I paste it in. So Blender. Sorry, right now I'm modifying my configuration for my stream interface. So Blender, and if I type period, no, if I type 0, that's what it is. It'll make bits fall from the sky because that's how my thing works. That is how I test things. But I have to switch this to Blender 4.5.0, the title, to match that. Because if I don't, then it won't switch to Blender. So this will switch here. And if I choose Blender, nothing will happen. Damn, well, I tried. I really did. I guess no Blender today. What? Why isn't it? This worked yesterday when I switched the title. Okay, there we go. That works. Save. This goes to here. 2 moles of hydrogen, not 1. 1 mole of water is equal to 1 mole of hydrogen and 1 mole of oxygen. Okay. In the sense that they aren't usually equal to each other when it's just 1 atom. 2 moles of hydrogen, not 1. I'm sorry. What the fuck does this mean? And then I go to Blender. It doesn't work. What if I switch this out to a sprite? And I focus this. No, come on. Come on. Okay, wait. What if I make this bottom one a sprite? And then I open a sprite. There we go. And then that's not even the right one though. I go back to this. How did I fix this last time? Blender. And then close, and then go to Blender, please. Do I have to close Blender and reopen? Don't save. Blender. Let me blend them, please. Is it not the right match string? Windows, Blender. Oh, it's lowercase instead of capital. That might have mattered. Oh, okay, there we go. Blender. Blender? Have you tried turning it off and turning it back on again? I have! I can't turn it off and turn it back on, Chemistry Nick. That'll crash the fucking... It'll crash the stream. You must understand, it'll crash the stream. It'll crash the stream. Okay. How do I get you to see my blender? I'll wait. Why can't I show my blend? This is fucked up. No, I'm not gonna, no, because then it's gonna be like two separate things, and I don't want it to be. I'm gonna set this to blender. Okay. And then capture method. I don't care. Window of same type. Otherwise, find window of same executable. I guess this. Okay, but that doesn't change the fact that Blender isn't getting obtained. And I was able to do it last time. Blender. This worked. This worked. I swear it worked. 4.5.0. There it is. That's the string. What if I make it like right? Blender. Aha! What the fuck? There. Okay. I guess that works, but no, I don't want that there. Okay. Oh, fuck. What did I just do? I want this to be Visual Studio Code, and then this to be Blender. So, can you do that? Why can't bottom be Blender? What is going on here? What the fuck is happening? Okay, what if top is Blender? And I switch back to this. That works. Okay, for just some reason, bottom doesn't work. I don't know why, but we're gonna roll with it for now. By going back to Blender or going to this. Go to Ben. I can't go to Blender here. I'll go to none. So now it's none. And then I switch that to Blender and then do that. That is weird. Step 1, go to the kitchen. Step 2, get the blender. Step 3, come back. Step 4, show us. I don't have a blender. I'm sorry to say I don't got the blender. Oh, I'm sorry to find out this way, but I am blenderless. Oh, Moonside, how's it going? Welcome to the 3D world. How's it hanging? I'm gonna watch some HXH and get some sleep. Eat. All right, good luck, Chemistry Nick. Go get some good eepies. I am going to make an epic arrow. Hellos, Moonside. How's it going? I need to make an arrow, but first I need to blow my nose. Give me a second, please. Oh, I am just working on the 3D game. Oh shit, hey, hell yeah. Welcome truly to the 3D world. I like it here. I hope your 3D game turns out very epic. I'm excited to see more. Yeah, you want to talk about any progress you've made? Any cool things you've learned? Some knowledge? What's happening here? This needs to be like this. Why is it scaling by this rate? No. I just want to move this at this over here and move this over here. Okay, now I gotta make it an arrow shape, which means I loop cut about here-ish, and now I fucked it up. Let me try that again. Oh, I guess like, no, are you kidding me, Godot? Not Godot, Blender. I'm blaming Godot for shit. That's fucked up. Well, the main menu is 3D, but uses spheres to traverse through them. Oh, I see. It uses spheres. How so? Uses spheres. So like the whole menu's on a sphere, I guess? And it rotates around to show you things? That sounds pretty cool. Maybe I should do something like that. Maybe I should steal your idea and do something like that. No, what I should do is have the level select be something like that. But I'll get to that later. This needs to extrude out, and then this part needs to come up instead of down. We need to be going up, not down. R2. Yes, I like to think abstractly. Haha. No, I agree. I love shit like that. That is my favorite stuff. Let's merge at center. Merge at center. And we'll merge at center. And there's an arrow. Hope you like my arrow. Okay. I guess I can move this up a bit. Is it like, yeah, I don't know. I really hate my current title menu. I really want to switch it up, even though it's not that bad. Ugh, the temptation though. Ugh. Let me give this some depth. The other one I had, but scrapped as a door key in a door lock. Oh, I like that though. That sounds kind of cute. But the sphere could also work. The sphere could work indeed. I think it's just a matter of executing it to look nice. Let me go ahead and move this out. G, Y, that, and that'll give it some dimension. Hooray! And then we can loop cut through here, the middle, and then this. Bum. Ooh! You turn the key into each hole to make a cool sound, but also change the menu. Okay. What didn't you like about that? Why did you switch away from that? Was it just too complicated, or what did just like not feel right? So that's how I'm kind of feeling with mine, where like I have the pixel guy sitting on a cliff. But I'm like, I don't know. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look creative. I think it'd be much more creative to... I think the opportunity I have with 3D games is that I can use a lot more basic pixel arty like menus, because those would look pretty cheap and shitty in a normal game. But in this type of game, it would look kind of cool to have that like 2D effect everywhere except for the game itself. I feel about the theme, and it was not fitting the game's theme. Okay, yeah. I guess for something like that, it'd be more like a mansion or adventure type of game. Actually, I don't know what kind of game you're making. You mentioned something about the scanning of the grass. It was for like it's just like you're scaled down into... I don't know if I want to say too much about what you told me off stream, but yeah. Yes. So yeah, I guess the key... I mean, it could be like, you know, yours. I don't know. Also, I'm going to change the terrain too. Okay. What are you thinking? You thinking, oh god, this is not the right place to export this. What kind of... What's like the vibe you're going for? Is it kind of more adventure-y or like exploratory, or is it like... Is the whole game more abstract? Like the menu? So I can feel that for like a first game. It'd be kind of hard to do something that's kind of realistic-ish. Both. Oh. Okay, I feel that. Yeah, kind of like what's that game's name? Yume Nikki, or there's another one like that. Dreaming Sarah, where it's like you just kind of wander around and it has some like little platforming segments, maybe some Metroidvania segments, but honestly it's just about exploring this kind of, you know, this weird openish world, if that makes any sense. Okay, let me go ahead and save this in Visual Assets, Blender. What is this arrow going to be? I guess we'll make it basic. I'm called arrow.blend. Though I might change the character from a robot to something else. Fair enough. I feel the robot though, because robots are so easy to make in 3D. And when, you know, someone like me, I kind of suck at 3D modeling, so I'm very much someone who's like, let me just make something simple. So I feel that as like a robot's a good beginner choice for a 3D game, but at the same time, it might not be what fits the vision of what you're going for. What are you thinking about if it's not a robot then? Is it something more human? That's like the hardest thing of all, to be honest. Arrow. I might just make a human, but change things about it. Okay. If you can achieve that, that'd be sick. That'd be so cool. I guess I have done humans. I've done in the Silly Witch Club, I have humans, and they're pretty low poly, and their animations are amazing. I have got really good at low poly stuff. Should I put arrows around? That's kind of funny. Okay, so this is going to be in level 1 geometry. Where the hell is my arrow? Let's go to scenes, visual assets, blender, arrow, and then I'll import this. Okay, so arrow, export. I forgot to copy the path. I gotta go through that all again. Blender, basic, Aero. Okay. Re-import. Oh my god, my nose. My nose is itching. Oh. Okay. Aero.res. Gonna stick it in here. That's pretty good. That's about the size I want. Thinking about downloading a 3D model someone else made and use it and alter it. I don't use other assets, but it would be interesting to try out. Yeah, with 3D especially, I think it's much easier to, like, do, because it's so easy to transform a 3D asset and make it more yours than it is with something where it's 2D, where, like, you have all the set animations. You know what I mean? Like, you know, for a 3D asset, you can modify the colors and all the attributes of it and still have the base 3D model or like add stuff to it, and it becomes kind of yours. So that's what I like about 3D. And I should be using more 3D assets myself. I still try to model a lot of my own things just because I want to learn 3D modeling. But I think once I get into the groove of things, I'm going to do a lot more of like using asset packs and stuff. Like, what here have I not made? I guess I have made everything here so far. But this is like easy stuff. When I get to a more dense environment, it'll be a bit more difficult. And of course, there's a lot of things that aren't mine for the stream interface. Are the normals reversed here, or is that just the material? Let's play the game. Are the normals reversed, or is it just the material? A change type. Retain. Material retainer. And then this is going to have, I don't know, just like a red material maybe. My issue currently is that it is at least the goal of it to be realistic. Ah, I see. I mean, the good news about realism is that there's a lot of like assets for realism. So you can achieve that. And people will love a realistic style game and won't be as, because, you know, realism looks the same. So using the same asset packs as a lot of other indie realism 3D devs isn't going to make it seem that much different, I think. And so realism can also be unrealistic too, I guess, in a way. In a way. Quick load. Okay, just give me red. Okay, thank you. Red, retain, and there's my red. And then let me bake this. I need to add the UV2 actually, so let me go ahead and do that. Smart UV pack. Okay, and then where's my UV2? Is it in here? Light map, I guess? And then I remember I had some issues with this though, where I shouldn't use light pack. I should use this, and it looks better. And I think that might have been because of the hint. Light map hint. So let me I'll think about that. Let's scale this down a bit. That. And then maybe move it closer to here. Okay, there we go. But yeah, thank you for joining me, Moonside, and talking about your game. I love to hear more about the game dev shenanigans of others. Let's go ahead and bake light. Oh yes, please dab on me with your who's this diva. When you do that, am I the diva? Are you looking at me? Am I the diva? Thank you. You love to see it. I love to be observed as a diva. It's me. It's me. And once I have that emote, I can assert the divasness of others onto themselves. Anyway, hold on, give me a sec. Okay, this one I get. Okay. I just. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Where the hell did I put my mouse? How did I lose my mouse? Wait, no, here it is. Okay. Goddamn. Then again, I could make the main character an anime character too. I mean, there is like a large. Oh god, this looks so dark. There's. Oh, it is kind of bright there. There is like a large like spectrum of like live action, not like perfect live action to anime. And you can have like a very stylized character in a realistic environment still, I think. And a lot of AAA games seem to do that nowadays because no one really wants perfect realism, you know? You know? But yeah. Boom. What is up with this arrow though? I mean, it kind of works as like a dark arrow, but I don't want it to be dark. I want it to have some light coming out of it. So arrow. Let's create a new shader material. Shader, quick load, single color emit, maybe? And then we can make that reddish. And then give it a bit of an emit like 2. And then let's go ahead and bake again. We do a little baking. Maybe instead of reddish, make it blue though. Did I already mess this up because I made it red instead of blue? What I should do is make it white. And then it inherits the light of the scene. I'm a perfectionist, so it kills me on the inside, Lamau. I am just too detail-oriented. Fucking same. Fucking same. I'm replaying Deltarune right now in preparation of playing the new chapters, and like, it baffles me how, I guess, imperfect a lot of the like pixel animations are. Like, what sticks out to me the most is right at the beginning of Deltarune Chapter 1, where, I guess you might not have played Deltarune, because I know, are you the one that doesn't like it, or am I thinking of someone else? Or are you not like as big of a fan? But there's a scene where fucking main character guy and someone else, they walk out of a car, and it's just their sprites like walking from underneath the car sprite. And there's so much of stuff like that. Okay, yeah. It was you, the Undertale hater. But there's stuff like that in that game that's so popular, where it just feels like, you know, focusing so hard on these details doesn't really matter that much. It is nice, but at the same time, you know, it's the content of, I don't know how to describe it. Undertale is just so good because it's so creative, and I was thinking about it a lot when I was playing it recently. I thought about how it uses like every opportunity to try and tell a joke or do something funny. And I think that's really admirable and speaks to why it's so popular. Like in a normal RPG, you would have a trigger box where if you don't want the player to go somewhere, it would say, oh, I can't go this way, I have to go the other way. And while Deltarune and Undertale have, I guess Undertale might have more of that, but in Deltarune, while there are some like spots like that, kind of, each one is very creative, and there's some of them that are super creative with how they block you off from going back or going away they don't want you to go. And I think that's just one little tiny place of that game where it just oozes creativity in every orifice and isn't as focused on having like a perfectly impactful visuals, but it does. It has custom animations for things that have emotional weight, but it doesn't for things that don't matter. So like getting out of that car at the start doesn't really matter, getting into the car, but stuff where like a character hugs someone or interacts with something that's important for their character development, that does get animations. And so blah blah blah. Yeah, so basically all that matters is what, you know, focus on the emotional bearing weights of things or something. I don't know. Why the fuck is my red not working? Let me just make it white, and then like, oh, did I even retain? Oh, I probably didn't even retain, and that's why I'm having issues. I actually forgot I gotta change the appearance of this based on this. Like, can I make this like 0.5? But yeah, it's hard to jumble out words while you're also streaming and thinking about how the fuck I'm gonna do any game dev. If I rebuild, is it just going to like break things again? Did I save with the UV map too? I should have, right? I just had a silly idea. Tuesday tart until you think you have all the emotes. Tuesday tart day to art day. Huh. Maybe it should be Wednesday wart day. I could also do a Thursday tart day if you want. I am someone who thinks a lot also about world building, but in a different way. Yeah. I mean, it's not necessarily, yeah, I mean, world building is important. Wednesday wart. I guess. What I should do is just make an emote even in normal streams like this, so I don't have to wait for a Meta Monday. Why is this so glowy? This isn't what I want. No, I don't emit, but like, don't completely be emissionless. Like, I want to be able to see some of the red. I want to be able to see the creases on the fucking sign that I put so much effort into. Those should be hard and like not like shade flat, save. And then I want to see light reflect off those. How do I do that? Maybe I just make it perfectly white. Ooh, that actually does look really nice. Notice. Like maybe something like this. Like it needs to be like a little different. Like that. Look at that. That's what I'm kind of going for. We could like see how there's a bit of an indent there, so light reflects off it differently, and it creates this nice purple effect. Ooh, let me bake one more time, make sure that's how it's gonna stay. Why did it zoom away? Thursday would be fart. Friday, it's a fart. Okay, I'll make fart Friday a thing. How's that sound? Photogenic. But it's not gonna be like a day. It's not gonna be a weekly thing because I need to focus on game dev stuff. So I can't be having 2 fucking meta days. But yeah, until we have more emotes, we can do Fart Friday. We'll call it Emote Fart Friday. And then let me go ahead and rebake this. You just want more emotes, even though you can't even access them because you are no longer of the enlightened subscriber status. Ooh, look at my lag. Whoa, the lag dance is going crazy right now. Why the hell do I bake lights on stream? Because I must see, because I must do, because I must know. Yeah. Oh, it's okay. My next emote will be a head pat emote, and I can head pat you. Lamau full comic guy mode. What? Because I have like low FPS. I'm now just comic poses. Ooh. Okay, this retained itself. All right, perfect. So you'll see the red arrow, and then it looks a little glossy. I kind of like it. By the way, if you unlock the emotes with points, you can use them everywhere. Oh shit. But the issue is you can't unlock the animated emotes with points. So what's the fucking point of any of that then? I talked about this before, but like I don't need more static unanimated emotes. I want all my emotes to be animated. So what's the point? What's the point? That is literally what I'm also saying. Okay. That's what I'm saying. That is also what I'm fucking saying. Okay. This light needs to glow a bit more. Let's add an area light to it. Area light 3D. We have to turn off the world shader for a second. Area light. Let's move it out. And it should emit onto this already, but let's go ahead and do it this way. Move it in. I can never tell which way the direction this is looking in, but I think this is forward because this is -Z. Wait, is this -Z? No, this is -Z, so this is forward. So I should turn it this way. Or I should just... Where's the angle? 90? I should make this 180, I think? Or is 0 and 180 default forward? Oh, and this isn't even... Oh my god, okay. No, this goes this way. So you're -180, and this is 0. What happens if you try to go to the right after the boulder? Nothing yet. That was originally where the goal spot was, but for now it'll just be like a secret area that you'll have something to unlock in if you can make it past. The issue is right now it's not possible to make it past, so I'm not going to concern myself with it. Since we're focusing on Steam demo, I'm just going to leave it as it is for now. Maybe you can come back with abilities and you can use the run ability to get underneath the boulder. That could be cool. Or something like that. I don't know. Let's go ahead and add a white energy here and see how this looks. This is probably gonna suck, but whatever. We'll make the light energy like 0.3. Okay, and then let's bake. You get double jump and you use the run ability to get past. What? That's what you could do though. If you have a better jump, you could also jump out of the hole and use that to get past after it makes the hole too. So that is a cool thing where you could use multiple different abilities to bypass that thing. So, so true. I like stuff like that. I need more of that in this game. But for now, we're still in tutorial hell. And here we will sit. Light mat. Oh, fuck. The light mat pack is very small. Hint. Here we go. Let's make it 128 by 128. Okay, and I gotta rebake again. I hate baking. Oh my god, Photogen, don't ever let me cook. Don't ever let me fucking cook, ever. I don't want to cook. I don't want to bake. I don't want to feel anything. I just want to consume. I just want to consume. That's all I could ever ask for. Get him out of the kitchen. That's what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. Never catch me in the kitchen or else shit is going to go bad. Okay. Hopefully this works. Hopefully it's I think it's in the right direction because it's shining on the wall. This will give, there we go. And if we switch to, yeah, now it's a glowy fucking arrow, but it still retains like the edges that I wanted. So that's perfect. Ooh, I like that. Ooh, I like that a lot. Look at that. Okay. For some reason the ground did not bake. What the fuck happened? Ground, you good? Y'all seeing this shit? What happened to the ground? This always happens. I always just create one more thing and that's the legal limit. Nuts. Maybe the light pack is too big and therefore I need to reduce it to make room? I don't understand. Do I need more room here? Where do I set the size of max texture size? Is this? The texture size is set automatic. I don't know. Give him a cookie on the way out. Nuts. I want to bake cookies now. Yeah, same. I have like a shit ton of birthdays this week. I'm gonna be eating nothing but cakes and cookies all week. It's gonna be great. Sir, can I use your kitchen to bake? Sure, feel free. Feel free to step on. Is that what I should make for my next level? Just a kitchen level? Holy shit, W! Oh, pop, let's go. Yes. Birthday week. Yep. Yes, sirree. Tragically not my birthday. What should I do on my birthday when it comes up in the far, far future? I wonder if I'll stream on birthday. Or if I'll be in like more of a not streaky mood. Okay, there's less of a... Okay, why the fuck did it not bake the ground? I'm concerned about that, but we'll worry about that later. Are you watching Fan 4 this week? Probably not this week. I probably intend to watch it eventually because I have friends and family who are more into Marvel. So like, if I go with them, I kind of get a free ticket. So I might as well. If I bring it up, I'll be able to go. But I'm not super passionate about it. So, what was the last Marvel movie I saw? I'm trying to think. All I can think about is Superman. I saw the new Superman because I was able to get a free ride to that. And it was decent. And like I'm not like super hype about it, but it was pretty cool. Oh wait, what the fuck is that glass doing there? Oh my, okay. But Fantastic Four. I saw the new Superman in a car park. That seems like a pretty cool way to see it. I feel like those are the vibes. I'll never forget my first is a car park the same as like a drive-in movie theater? I saw the first Spider-Man, you know, like the 2000s one, Spider-Man 1 in a drive-in theater. And that shit changed my life forever. And I was like a very tiny child when that came out. But I'll never forget all the scenes in that movie sitting there in that car park. And then after that was, fuck, what was it? It was Jumper. I guess they're doing like a superhero special or something. But Jumper didn't come out till later. So it's where they showed Spider-Man 1, then Jumper. Jumper release date is 2008. And then Spider-Man 1 release date was 2002. That doesn't feel right. Did I see Spider-Man? Because I remember I had to see 1 and Spider-Man 2. No, not Spider-Man 2. No, one was Spider-Man 3. That's 2007. What? Wait. How fucked up are my memories? Okay. Wait. I gotta think about this for a second. In my memories, I saw Spider-Man 1 and Jumper in a drive-in movie theater, and it was such it was like I was very young. But Jumper didn't come out till 2008. But I had to see. Well, no, I was very young when this happened. It's like one of my first movie memories. And I especially remember Jumper because I was too young for Jumper. So it's like more of a Jumper is probably PG-13, right? But it had some intense scenes where guys like flamethrowing and beating the shit out of people. All-timers coming for you. But like, this doesn't make any sense. How could my first time experience with Spider-Man 1 be with Jumper in 2008 when I had already seen Spider-Man and was hyped for Spider-Man 3 in 2007? I don't know. Was I not am I getting it? Maybe I didn't see Jumper in there. I have another memory of being in a drive-in theater, but I don't know. Was it a Star Wars movie I was seeing? Jumper, what the fuck? That really fucks me up, Photogenic. That really fucks me up. That my memory is so inaccurate that maybe you didn't watch 1 and you watched 2 and was hyped for 3? I remember having like 1 and 2 on DVD though, and then watching them more after, but it was definitely my first time seeing 1 as a child in a drive-in theater. So maybe I guess I didn't see Jumper in that same session. We saw something else where we just didn't see another movie that day. We went to drive-in theaters not super frequently, but at least like 4 times in my childhood. And they always left an impact on me. So, oh my god, we need to bring back home DVD. I mean, we kind of do. If you have a console, it's like a DVD player now, always. And so, or I guess if they're Blu-ray now. Do consoles still play DVDs? They should. Why not? They have a DVD slot. No more streaming services. No one's stopping you, Photogenic. I go to Walmart. There's still like Blu-ray and DVD racks. You can get the movie you want physically. I think that's pretty good. And I'm pretty sure you get them physically and like, you know, on Amazon too. I just also wish there was a way you could buy it as a stream and physically. So if you want to watch it in the moment, you can fucking watch it through a stream, but then also queue up a delivery for the physical copy that you keep. Wouldn't that be cool? The Redbox thing is gone from my local supermarket though for like the past 5 years. Oh shit. It'd be like this. Well, yeah. Well, that's because this Redbox sucks. Like, I don't want to... I don't know. I guess it's kind of cool, but yeah, Redbox got destroyed. Well, what's the point of Redbox when you can stream? Because even Redbox you're renting, so it's not like you're getting a better deal or like having more fun with Redbox. All it just means is that the physical media representation and I don't know, something. You're like, but with Redbox, I could burn it into a DVD that I have. That arrow is not noticeable enough, TBH. But there aren't any movie stores. Oh yeah. Can I jump over this? I can jump over that. That's how you get back here without using any abilities. Is you just jump over the hole and come over here and get the thing. And here's a secret. And then you get the secret, and then you're like, oh, cool, secret. And then you can go back. Or game stores that were super widespread. Yeah. Well, it is what it is. It is what it is. The convenience of technology makes accessibility to indie developers such as myself better. You know, it was a necessary sort of sacrifice for me to be able to, you know, live in a world where I can post a game on Steam and it will still be as successful as a game would be 20 years ago if it was only, you know, as a physical version, as the only way to distribute it. Something, yada, yada, yada. You get the point. But yeah. I want to make physical copies of my games, though, or anything I make. A specific, like, big project, like games. Like, how sick would it be if I just had, like, a YouTube, like a little prompt at the bottom of my videos for their merch stuff that was just, like, physical copy of Super Pixel Guy, and you get it, and it could be, like, a DVD or a USB, and it had, like, I want, like, to make, like, a little, like, instruction manual that I print out, Oh my god, that'd be so cool. Yeah, literally burn it onto a CD. Well, it has to be a USB because no one fucking has CDs anymore. But yeah. Oh my god, I love instruction manuals. I would fucking hoard all of my GameCube instruction manuals because those shits were thick sometimes. They were thick as hell. My favorites were Sonic Adventure 2 had a great one. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. I was just thinking about that. USB-C or USB-A. Because you'd think A, but I've started encountering computers that only have C, and that's so dumb. I think A for universe. I mean, maybe we could get like a double one that is A on one side and C on the other. Double USB stick, A and C? Yeah, these exist. They're kind of pricey though. I don't know if we'll be able to print them in bulk or have like a cool design on them. I only have a C from 2020. Really? That's fucked up. Yeah, yeesh. No way. I do miss DVD games. Same. They are quite nostalgic. I mean, I could probably make a DVD version for people to get. What would be nice is the DVD and USB and USB-C all in one pack somehow. But that'd start getting pricey. And I am but a single individual. That is all. Let me guess, you're just about done again? No, Invoke. I think I'm still going for another good while. How's it going? How's your day been? I mean, yesterday you came in at like the 3-hour mark, so, you know, you came in at like 3 hours into the stream, okay? I usually go for 2 hours, or it depends on the vibe. Oh, I forgot to block that. But if I'm making progress like I am today, I can go on for quite long. Oh yeah, headphone jacks. Oh my god, I love my Google Pixel 4. It is a headphone jack and I still use it all the time. I mean, headphone jacks are dead because no one supports phones with headphone jacks. So, I bought the Google Pixel 4a. So, you know, no one give me shit for jacks. I tried my best. They were long dead in 2020 when I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say Pixel 4, I meant Pixel 4a, which is basically the same as a Pixel 4. I can emulate GameCube games. I can emulate Metroid Prime 1 on my Google Pixel 4 flawlessly. And so, I have no fucking idea why you would ever get something that isn't just like the cheaper version of a phone. Because, like, flagship phones are so goddamn powerful now. You don't need to spend $1,000, just get like the $300 Pixel A version of whatever. And then you have like what's still a enormously powerful phone. Just, I don't know, with expandable storage maybe? Pixel 3 didn't, yeah, sorry, I misspoke. I meant the A series. I love headphone jack accessories. Yeah, same, they're all so nice. Flagship phones sucking because they are literally testing the market with them. Yes. I mean, yeah. Oh god, my guy's stuck. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I don't know what to say about flagship phones. They're whatevs. There's some phones that have headphone jacks. You can get a headphone jack phone if you want. It's like, let me think. Flagship. I remember recently I was like, there's a phone I was looking at that had a headphone jack, and I was like, oh, hey. But it's a kind of a quote-unquote gamer phone. So I don't know what that means or anything. Here's what I want from a gamer phone is a slide-out controller that I can use, so I can use physical fucking buttons when I'm playing games on my phone. Does that exist yet? Phone with physical controller buttons. Physical controller, like, what you want doesn't exist. Okay, thank you, Reddit. But I want that. How sick would it be to have like a phone like this, and then you slide it in half and slide it down, and underneath is like, instead of a keyboard, is a controller with like a joystick, and then, you know, A, B, Y, X. Shoulder buttons? Yeah. I mean, I'm surprised it doesn't exist. There's like a shit ton of these retro handhelds that are kind of like that. It should, that's what I'm saying. That is literally what I'm saying. There's extensions to phones where you plug it around the phone and put it in the charger of the phone to add a controller to it, but then it makes it so much more bulky, and then I can't use my case, and it looks really ugly, and I hate it. I hate it. I guess you couldn't really use a case on a phone like that anyway, but I mean, if my phone could do that, I would just go caseless. I'd risk it for the biscuit. I'd buy another because I'd be so in love with the idea. Okay, ball falls down. Do you have one of those phones with a slide-out keyboard as a kid? No, I didn't have a phone as a kid. I didn't get a phone until I was 18. So I missed that era of phone. I got to see all my friends have phones like that. They were really cool. But by the time I got a phone, touchscreen phones were by far the norm. So it was, yeah, I never got to experience that. It is very sad. Okay, I have 2 goals to end the stream with. I need to, first of all, I need to decorate under here because this pure blue area looks ugly as shit. And then I need to, what else? Well, I had a phone with a touchscreen and a keyboard. Okay, was it, I want to say black? I'm sure a lot of phones do this, but BlackBerry is the one I always think of. Where like when touchscreens were still coming out, there was still kids who had like their BlackBerries that had their keyboards and whatnot. And then I think I saw a thing where it was like, yeah, BlackBerry died because they didn't adopt touchscreens and they failed. And it's like, yeah. As a 14-year-old, damn, I'm jealous. I wish I had a phone at 14. It was, oh, Samsung. Okay. Me too. I had an IG Kobo. Oh. Or did I spell as an LG? Oh, it's probably LG. LG makes more sense. Huh. I see. You can't just, no, it's because you're doing lowercase. No, you're good. You're good. Yeah. Thank you. Look, what's the second thing I wanted to do for this level? I want to fix the underground part, and then what? First of all, I want to make it so you don't collide into these weird holes right here. Let me fix that with collision. Let me fix that real fast with collision boxes. Resetting ball static. So I got another collision shape here. Collision shape. And that's going to be like a box. And then I can extend that out a bit. That way I don't fall into these crevices. Like that. There we go. So that'll fix the collision a little bit. So you need to do janky shit like this to just make your game feel polished. Pro tip, use, but they don't want this here, so I'd have to rotate it a little like this. Oh no. I guess I just move it in until it's completely half in. Yeah. And then I copy that for the other side. So duplicate that, rotate it, and then put it right there maybe? Yeah, that's good-ish for now. That's good. Do I need to care about this side too? I guess I could extend this out. I can duplicate this again. Duplicate and bring it over here. Perfect. I'm in an absolute oh, Invoke. I'm sorry about that. Hope you feel better soon. Hope your day wasn't. Oh yeah, I don't know. It can be like that sometimes. Bow. How am I gonna do this? What can I use to decorate on here? I think I just need like a texture, right? Because I have no idea what else I can even put here. So what is the texture under here? Is it just white? Can I make Mr. White? We have to cook. So if okay, that changed. Whoa. Let me do things. Okay. If I make this red, it's obviously red. So that's obviously the texture for that. And then I like the contrast of the red here. And then maybe we'll give it more of a brownish. Am I modifying like an actual? No. Okay, good. Make it brown. Maybe like a lighter brown, maybe. Ugh, you can't really see in there then. Why not though? Because the colors cancel out. And that makes it more of a green because of the lighting. I guess I make it like a bluish sort of. What is blocking my vision right here? Is it just the material not cooperating? Like, what? Come on, give me a break. There we go. I guess like that. Make it a bit dark. I need it to have a texture though. I can't leave it like this. Like, the ground needs to have a separate texture from the walls, at the very least. Let me do that in Blender. Bum 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 bum. Goal hole select. Okay, now we need another one. A goal hole floor. Goal hole floor. And that's going to be this stuff down here. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 bum, bum, bum. Ba-da-dum. Bum, bum, bum. Ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Ba-da-dum, bum, 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 bum. And then assign that there. Okay, so now we should go back, and then we'll have a new text material slot. I'm going to lose all my textures, but that's okay. I can reassign them. And then the floor is just going to be pure white, so there's some contrast there, I think. Let's add another one. Wait, why isn't there a 6th slot? There should be one here. Add element? Can I copy and paste this? Copy, paste, make unique. And then, why is this a standard material is also the question. That's probably why it looks so terrible. Shader material, quick load, single color, shader params, let's make it white-ish, right? And then same for this. I need to copy this color, but besides that, can I copy the color, please? Copy value, shader material, shader, quick load, single color, and then paste, and then retain, and that looks a bit better. It doesn't look as horrific now. Okay, how can I make this look a bit more interesting? This is usually I resolve my issues with texturing by adding geometry, be it responsive floors, the tiled walls, stuff like that. But here I'm forced to actually texture this a bit. Or am I? Do I just decorate it with more stuff and then it should be good? I don't know. Let's go take a look-see. Well, a piece of glass got stuck in there. Oh, that's what I need to do. I need to make it so when you walk on the sides of the thing, it spikes you. So if you walk up here, it spikes you up here. Oh, but that still gets you. Okay, maybe I shouldn't then. Maybe that's fine. I'm trapped. Oh, don't crush me. Oh, I got crushed. You would not believe that I got crushed. Use a shader smiley face. Yeah, no, but it needs to look like an underground area, like a secret, fucked up underground little area. Maybe I should be using the 4K public domain textures as like a base, and that could crunch them down a bit to make them look a bit more unique. Okay, here we go. Ooh, fun. Okay. See how this ball's just one color, but because I have so many like geometry like on it, it looks interesting. But I don't want to keep doing that. I think it's time for me to start incorporating the public domain textures from CC0 Textures. Here's a pro tip for you 3Ders. You type in CC0 Textures and go to cc0-textures.com. And in here, there's a shit ton of free textures you can use. And so what I'm looking for is sort of like a dirt, maybe? And then something like this. Now, of course, for my game, I don't want to use the 4K resolution. I'm using 4K for my my Twitch interface because I want this to look weirdly realistic. But normally, you don't want that because that's going to increase the load drastically. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to extract the dirt image and try and use that. And then I'll also add a white light down there. And so that'll make things look a bit more interesting, hopefully. The question is, do dynamic lights bake? I have a light here. Wait, what's this light? Wait, how long has that been there? Is that in area 2? How do I touch that light? Oh god. But I see it, right? You see that light, right? Oh my god, I hate this. I'm in select mode. Let me select the icon. Am I already selecting it? Alarm lights? Is that an alarm light maybe? No, it's clearly right there. You see that, right? I'm not crazy. It's like a light icon. Is it this? Oh, it's this. Okay, let's put that in lab geometry. We'll make a new thing called node 3D hole. And we'll stick hole stuff in here. So arrow should go into area 2. Hole blocker should go in the hole. And then Omnilight 3D should go in the hole. I can't really see the Omnilight though. Does it get baked maybe? I don't know. Do I have a UV2 for this map? Because all I really need it for is this stuff right here. I do. Maybe I just need to unwrap this. Unwrap. Smart. No. Oh shit. I don't want to do that yet because I want to keep the floors the way they are. Okay, so let's unselect these. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Actually, the floors don't matter anymore because I don't use the repeating texture on it. So I can just smart unpack that. Smart unpack this. Unwrap, save, come back, go in here, and then that's gonna look all fucky for now, I think. But let me also go and set the hint to like 128 by 120. It needs to be more than that, doesn't it? I don't know. We'll bake and see what happens. Let's bake. It's time to bake. Jesse, it's time to cook. We have to cook, Jesse. Okay, let's grab this. Do I do a good impression? You guys like it? Boom, 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 do, 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 do. Okay, while we're doing this, there's something I want to change in Aseprite. Let's go ahead. Let's go to help. I hate it when it opens not my most recent thing. So preferences. I can't stop thinking about it, so I'm gonna do it here. Because who cares? I'm glad you can see the pop-up in Aseprite. Files. Tablet, user interface, screen scaling, UI. Show home tab when Aseprite. Oh yeah, I don't want to show that. And expand menu bar items on mouse hover. Draw separation between each palette entry. Okay. Apply. Okay. Alright. Now Aseprite won't show that fucking tab whenever I open it on stream. Alright, there we go. Perfect. Amazing. Beautiful. Oh, and hey, my luck bait's done. Look at that. That's kind of what I'm going for here. Now I just gotta fill this with a texture instead of just red. Let's go and look at how my thing's doing. Downloads. Aerial ground rack. Let's see. Here it is. Here's my ground diff. And then I just make it like an N64 game where I just scale this up. Diffusion, right? Yeah, that's what I want. So, holy fucking cow, that is so high res. Yeah, we don't need all that. We don't need Surd. What do I get for 25k aura? You get to change the environment 25 times very soon. And then, I don't know, I was thinking of doing a thing where if you do like, people usually, game devs sometimes have like a redeem where if you do like a large amount, you can be in the credits or get a free copy of the game. So I should probably do one of those. So keep holding your aura. You're gonna get a free copy. You're gonna get credits. You're gonna be amazing, Photogenic. Don't you worry. I'll do the credit one first. Fucking Moonwood has it at 20k, no 10k aura. So I might do, but I feel like 10k is too easy. With Moonwood, I don't watch, I watch a good amount of Moonwood, but I got 30k points just from like watching and lurking. That was not that hard to do. So I feel like 10k is too low. I'm feeling more like 20k. And then I think for a lot of points, what a lot of streamers also do is they let you do a redeem to customize something in the stream. Like another streamer I watched, for 20k, you could add a new outfit to their PNG tuber, and they'd actually like, draw the outfit. It'd be like super cool and awesome. And you get to like request it and they can like change the outfit at any time. So I think for 20k, it'll be like a one-time use and I'll let you design a level in the stream interface. But I first need to, number one, I first need to fix up my load. I can't just, I don't want to overdo, I don't want to, what's the word? What's the word? Have too much of a load of things to do. I have too much on my plate right now to be taking requests for Twitch interface stuff. But in the future, that will be a redeem too. So I think there'll be credit in the game, customize some of my Twitch interface, and I don't know, request the third thing. I don't know. I could also make it so your redeem gives you like a permanent hat on your goober. That'd be pretty cool. You have too many things. I know. I have too many fucking ideas. I know Photogenic. I know more than anyone. Your cup overflowed. It is. It do be like this. Scooby do be like this. Let's make this texture 128 by 128. And there's our dirt. I don't know how I feel about that. Maybe I should do it with bilinear instead of nearest neighbor. 128 by 128. Okay. And that gives us a more of a and we could go a bit more high res. Let's do 1020. No, let's go 512 by 512 bilinear. See, that's pretty dirty, and then I can scale that up a bit, and that'll give a good effect. So let's go ahead and do that. Actually, so I'm gonna go ahead and save this to Twitch. No, not Twitch. This Godot project, visual assets, sprites and textures. World environment, maybe? Is that what I'd put? I guess so. I have a bunch of Ace Sprite that has them there. I can't tell what this texture is. It's dirt. It's supposed to be dirt, but I'm gonna scale it up a lot so the repeats aren't too obvious. So it's okay if it can't really tell from this. I just need something that has dirt vibes. Okay, that's all I need. Realism. So I'm gonna create realism. I'll call it dirt.asprite. Leather. No, it's dirt. Just let me cook for a second. Watch. Okay, so I'm gonna make these walls dirt, or should I make the floor dirt? I don't know. Whatever. Well, do I even have a shader for this yet? Is the other question. Code, shaders. I should have a single texture with single texture with UV scale. Okay, that's perfect. That's what I need. Let's go to lab 1 level geometry. Let's go to this. I really should make it the floor actually. So let's go ahead and do, instead of single color, we'll do single texture with UV scale. And then the texture's going to be our new texture. I have 4.1. Yes, you guys get points pretty fast, I feel like. So I gotta make sure you can't Invoke is poor in aura. No, Invoke has good aura. Don't be mean. Invoke is fucking sick as hell. You're just a stalker, Photogenic, is just always here every day from the start. You've been here since my first stream, actually. I was watching my VOD, and I fucking couldn't believe you were there. Just hanging out for that whole time. Remember it was just me and you, Photogenic? Good times. Hell yeah. I'll fight you. Don't be mean to the newbie. Invoke, you are awesome. If I had my head pat emote ready right now, I would give you head pat emotes. But I don't, therefore I can't. What am I looking at? Blender? No, I need sprites and textures, world environment, realism, dirt. Put it in there. And now we have the dirt. And you can't really see it, because I can't see anything. Shit. So I make this like 10, and then this 10 will add more variety to the ground. I wish I could see more ground. Ooh, there we go. Okay, look at that. You can't tell me that isn't dirt-tastic. You can barely see it, but it definitely looks dirty. And now let's also add like a wall thing, like a wall sort of texture. It would have to be like sort of grayish. Paper maybe? Ooh, these are very fancy papers. No, I want like a cement. Cement. Just something with like some subtle changes. Yeah, maybe this one. Concrete wall 07. Let's go with that. Let's wait 3 billion years for this 4K texture to download, and then we can move forward. Close to the right. There we go. I can see red and black. Red and black is not dirt. That's crusty blood. Ew. I got most of my points from lurking in the stream streaks. It'd be like this. Why'd you have to? That was cursed, Photogenic. Thank you very much. Thank you for your cursed contribution to my brain. Let's open that back Ace Sprite and do file new. Okay, open. Let's go to downloads. Where is it? It's not even downloaded yet. What you doing taking so long to download, you freaking download freak? Okay. YW. No, poor innocent Moonside is here. Don't keep your cursed thoughts to yourself. No. Oh, I like how tiny my guy is when we are in Ace Sprite mode. Concrete wall. Concrete wall. We want the diffusion. here's the concrete wall, all in its 4K glory. We will scale it down to 512 by 512, which is actually a scale of not 2.5 by 2.5, which would be what, 100 minus 12.5, so it's scaled down by 87.5. It's actually doubling it because it's a 2D image, so it's actually some other thing. Oh my god, cat wearing pajamas. I know. Fucking, am I right, Photogenic? Goddamn Moonside always has the cutest fucking emotes. Why don't I have those emotes? Why don't I have more hype train emotes to give to me? I don't know. Yeah. And then this. I just want Who's the Steva. I just want Who's the Steva so bad. I feel like since it's such a low level emote, I have to start a hype train to get it. So maybe one day. Maybe once I get a bunch more subs, I'll use that money to start a hype train for myself and then get that emote. What is this? Esmector yapping. Yep. Whenever I see this emote, the yapping one, I always think of that's like, it looks like Teto. But I guess it's more they have like a smooth hair. It's kind of hard to see. And they're wearing like a hat too. So that's definitely not Teto, but they look like it, okay? You must understand. That's what they look like. Concrete. As I spell that, .a sprite. And then we give our walls the concrete vibe. So let's go ahead and do that. Quick load, single texture with UV scale. Give it concrete. That's gonna be dark as shit, of course. I guess someone else make it UV scale 10 by 10, but yeah, you really can't see anything now. Fuck. But there's a light here. Why isn't the light giving us any light? You know what I mean? Like, what if I make the range like 20? And then attenuation. Oh, there we go. This is kind of what I'm looking for, a little. Let's make that a bit better. And then I don't want to light anything up here, though. I want it to light down here. So, like right here-ish. And then let's bake, and maybe that'll make things look better, hopefully. But like, is the Omnilight not dynamic lighting? Therefore, it won't actually bake anything? How do I bake the lights? And I think the answer was with Area Light 3D. Okay. Who's the Steva? I just like the color palette of Who's the Steva so much. The purples and the pinks are so on point. You must understand. You must understand. I'm not in love with Who's the Steva. I just want to be with them forever, and then also see their diva-ness. Who's this diva? How I want to own you. Own your glorious emoji beauty. Please. I have captured. What's the other one I captured? I already forgot. Oh, that's iconic. Oh my god, that one's also so fucking cute. Oh shit, this got really bright. Yeah, photogenic. Can you see the can you see the walls now? I think that light's way too bright. That's why I set the range to be it. What if I like set this to just 1 like it was, and then set the range back down to 10, and then I bake again. Okay. There you go. Preparing geometry. Blah 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 blah. Whoa. Oh, I don't look a lag. I can't even do the lag dance. I can't even do the fucking lag dance. What is that? Oh my god, I love that uwu. See, you know what? I keep complaining about not wanting not animated emotes, but they have potential. That's a really cute uwu. I could make an uwu like that for the goobers that is not animated. I just need more. I need more fucking. Okay, there we go. That's the kind of vibe I was going for with this lighting. Yes, it has such like a contrast with the rest of the level. I like it. Let's see how it looks in game. I need more not animated emote ideas. Just like standard ones. Like what would you have? You'd have a smile. You'd have like a celebrate. You'd have an uwu. And then maybe like a squinty face. That wouldn't really need to be animated. And then I don't know. I need new emotes if I'm going to get back in streaming. Yeah, it's hard. They take way more time than you think they do. Okay, fall down here. Oh my, you can't tell me that isn't awesome looking. Look how like fucking fucked up and dark it is in here, but you know, you really feel like you've gone from the pristine lab environment to a dark, grody, fucking dirty underground hidden room with your goal in it. Beautiful. Oh, I like that a lot. This came out really good. Okay. What I don't get is why doesn't goal light bake? Because it's not in the environment when that happens. Thinking about streaming my development progress. Yes, Invoke, yes! Yes, we always need more game dev streamers. I am amiss at the lack of game dev streamers in the world. There needs to be more. There needs to be more, please. It's all I could ask for. Okay, sorry, I was just stretching there. I think if I want to have my goal look good and feel part of the environment, I need to bake it with the lighting. Now, the reason that's difficult is because, as you can see right here, the goal isn't in the Godot editor. The goal is added dynamically at the start of the level based on, based on this node right here, level goal position. So that is given to world stuff right here as a node. But what I should do actually is have it so this level goal can also be assigned to a level goal object itself. So that would be under objects, goal platform like this. Like, can I stick this in here, please? Well, I'll just put it at the same position as the other one. But, yeah, level goal position is going to be here. So copy, transform, paste. And there it is. There's what it should be. And then I need to bake this with the light. And then I can assign this instead of level goal position. I just give world stuff goal platform. And then it'll use class checking to see what type of node it's given. See, calling myself a developer is kind of crazy because I'm not one. What? I mean, I don't know. I guess. As someone, I feel that though. There's a lot of positivity in the game dev community and being very, I don't know what the right word is. I don't know what the right words to use are, but like, it's not a bad thing. It's very good to tell people that they're developers even if they haven't released a game. But I don't know. I want me calling myself a game developer to be a reward I get for when I actually release a commercial game. And so to me, I also hate calling myself a game developer because it's not like I don't make a living off of it. So, I mean, an artist would be an artist regardless of whether they make a living or whatever. It's just be based on the quality of their art. Honestly, if it's like a practice skill. And I guess you could say the same about my game development and coding skills, but I want to release a game. And when I say I don't want to call myself a game developer because I haven't released a game, that doesn't mean like in a negative sense. That doesn't mean, oh, I'm down on myself. It means I want that reward. I want to strive for that. I want to push for that. And so when people say like I'm not a developer, in my heart I'm like, yeah, that's kind of cool though, because we're all striving to, I want to earn it. I want to fucking earn it. I don't want to just be called a developer because I made this stupid little level here over a month of time. Like, ugh, nah, I'm a developer because I released a product onto Steam, where it really matters. But yeah, I don't really look at myself as a developer because I'm not coming from a traditional background. I mean, who is though? I guess I what's the word? What is the fucking word? What is the word I'm thinking of? I got a degree. I got a degree in computer science. So maybe I kind of have a background in game dev, but I was developing games before I had that degree. So in my head, I don't really think of myself as a traditional background either, because I don't know. Everything I've learned about game dev, I taught myself. And college was basically useless as shit for learning anything about this. I didn't learn how to use Blender in fucking programming classes. I didn't have any opportunity to learn that. You went to Kool-Aid, guys. Yeah, I'm so much cooler. I went to Kool-Aid. It was so useless. It was very frustrating because I spend like 3 fucking years with all these useless classes that are just rehashes of high school classes. Why the fuck do I need to go to English again? Why do I gotta do history again? Why the fuck do I have to do physics and chemistry? Like, I had to take like 3 more physics classes and 3 more chemistry classes in college. And it was such a fucking waste of time. Oh, all that just to get to year 4 and for me to start taking classes and they're like, all right, intro to JavaScript, intro to making a website. And it's like, I know how to do that. I made a website to host my RPG Maker plugins like 5 years ago. I don't need this knowledge. It was just such a waste of my time. So, you know, I have a degree in media arts and cultures with a concentration in film production. I mean, yeah, I'd say that's about the same amount as like a, what? Year 4 is intro to, okay, well, it wasn't intro to programming, but it was like intro to doing anything with the programming. Like the program was just teaching us syntax and data structures up until like there. And that it was like year 4 by the time I got a class where it was like using your programming to write JavaScript and React to make a website and how like server interactions work and stuff like that. And so it was like the first class where it was used for something. And I was like, all right, okay. I have a degree in media. Okay, I read this, but yeah, that's kind of a background in game dev in the same sense that I am because, you know, arts, media, that's part of game dev. Film production specifically has a lot of applicability in game dev with cutscenes and stuff. But that's how wait, let me read your other thing. That's how I feel. I haven't done anything to be considered a developer. I also feel like people look at RPG Maker a certain way, which is the internet I'm currently using because I can't code. Well, yeah, well, I mean, RPG Maker is what it is. I think that RPG Maker is like every other engine, and people who look at RPG Maker don't actually look at it that way. They look at RPG Maker games that look like RPG Maker games. The same you would like add like I call fucking shitty Unity project like, oh, this is so obviously made in Unity, like a shitty Unity game. We're saying with an Unreal game that's clearly like default settings, character body, default project Unity movement, or not Unity, Unreal movement, and you can tell. Anyway, hello, Drawer DR. Oh, teaching you React. I feel bad for you. Welcome to the stream. I saw you followed me right at the start of stream, but thank you for the first chat. How's it going? Where my goober? I see your goober now, Photogenic. I think there's like a little gap you can like run into in the like the right. Changing my oh hi goober. Changing default settings, my beloved. To break up that RPG Maker feel, make more angled tiles. Okay, yeah, or just, yeah, I don't know. I don't really make traditional RPGs, so I can't really say. If I ever make one down, I'm definitely gonna do it in 3D. This is a good background noise, lol. Ah, hell yeah. If you don't mind me asking, where'd you come from? Is it from just Twitch lurking around, or is it from like a, I don't know, my previous work, from the Toasty collab, something, hacks community maybe, question mark. I promote myself in a bunch of weird places. So you never know. You never know what kind of grab bag you're getting. But yeah, thank you for stopping by. I just searched up tags on software and game development. Ah, fuck yeah. I hope you enjoyed my stream then. I don't know if you saw my introduction earlier, but I am doing, I guess you've been watching, so you know, I'm making a 3D platformer. I'm trying to finish up this level here. This is the basic tutorial level. I mean, to be fair, I knew you from your previous work, but came here from the Toasty collab. I mean, yeah, that's basically what I meant, because I haven't promoted my Twitch on my main channel yet, but I will eventually. I promise. I had my Twitch linked to my YouTube, and that got me like a good solid 20 followers before I started, so, it's possible. Okay, let's get back to doing this. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, the film and production stuff. So yeah, I mean, there's like that's a cool thing about game dev is so many different sort of like mediums or like different skills are applicable to game dev. So you could do something with writing, music, art, programming, and then, you know, any of those, and you have some skill that makes your game unique, and I think that's really cool. And I like that a lot. Unlike, I don't know. As long as you don't have, like, nothing. I hate it when motherfuckers are just come in and like, oh, I can't do anything. It's like, try. Just try something, you know, just draw a little, you know, try some music. Try to code a little. Do something this, you know, interesting for your game. Talking about hacks community, you should shout out your Twitch there. I meant to do that more, but I mean, I was doing that back when I had like 0 consistent viewers, but now that I get like a handful of people every stream, I feel like it's not as necessary anymore, especially since, you know, people know that I stream at this point, so it's like, if you want to watch me, you already know, and if you don't want to watch me, then, eh. Honestly, I think what makes game unique is the perspective I bring. Hell yeah, same. Try nothing. I used to be like that until I started learning HTML and stuff. It's so easy to just exactly. I don't know. I guess sorry, how the fuck do I droidar? Droid? Oh, it's droidier. Because of droidier. Okay, that makes sense. God damn, alright. Sorry, I had to process that for a second. I love trying things, droidier. Yeah. Is it man if I just call you droid? Droid. Hello. Welcome, droid. More clankers. What the fuck is that? It looks like a trending video where like clankers now like a horrible term. The AI is gonna get us one day. You'll all see. I'm yeah. Photogenic is default viewer, maximum viewer. Okay. What was I saying? Something about trying things. Yeah, I love trying things. I love trying new things, droid. And what's funny is a lot of people don't like doing that, and it's like, oh, okay, you're just lesser than me then. Pathetic, mundane human who doesn't want to try interesting and new things. But that's why I like trying so many different game engines. And it always baffles me when motherfuckers are like, I can't switch away from Unity. I'm too used to Unity. Oh, it's like you basically use barely any of Unity's basic features. You can handle switching to Godot or Unreal or GameMaker or whatever. You're just so scared. Aren't you curious about the new things you could try or access in a new engine? Aren't you curious about the new types of workflows you can work with? You know, like there's no way you fucking worked on tooling long enough for you to be that connected to Unity. Because I work on tooling a shit ton. I work on tooling almost non-stop. And I still don't feel any connection with any game engine I've ever worked with at all. And so there's no way you've over-tooled more than I have. You fucking asshole. Just switch. Try things. Please. I get people who can't try things. Like art is really hard compared to making the simplest website. But it's nice when you get to something even somewhat finished. I mean, that kind of goes into though like the idea that you're like born with talent. And that's not the right word though. Not that you're born with talent. You're born with an urge, I don't know, like you're compelled to try things maybe. Like I wouldn't say that I'm not naturally good at coding, but I was interested in it at a young age, which gave me a huge advantage in my classes and let me like be at the top for like all my experiences with any coding class I've ever been in. And so I didn't mean draw on art, lol. But I guess what I'm trying to say is like, a lot of people say that art is super easy and making making a simple drawing is easy, but making a website is hard. And so there's that kind of aspect with it. Websites can be art, to be honest. Like burymewithmymoney.com. Dare I click on this in live stream? Let's go. Bury me with my money. What's he doing down there?
My money.
Okay. How do I add money? Oh, he's on top of himself.
With my money.
Why is he just on top of himself? How do I stop this? Make it stop. Oh, he's coming. Okay. And jail. I'm interested in the logic behind coding and to some extent coding itself. I just wish I didn't have to use dictation to type. Yeah. Ugh, that's a real hassle. There has to be, I don't know. Maybe there's a way you could code things without, I don't know. Are you able to use a mouse maybe? Because I know with Unreal, their blueprints are used for a lot of things. So, like they have like a lot of control of their blueprints. Like there's that one guy, Raymond Cripps, I think, who's doing Project Feline, and his whole game is made with blueprints. And it's like a really in-depth platformer. So if you can make that with blueprints, you can definitely make any type of RPG or simpler game like that too. Out of jail! Let me out! Let me out! I'm sorry, Photogenic. This is the life you've chosen. What the fuck am I working on right now? Oh yeah, the world stuff. I need to make it so you can just place the thing in the thing. Okay, world stuff. God damn, y'all distract me so much. Okay, here it is, class world stuff. Level goal is this. And then this creates level goal, but what we need to do here is it's not equal to null if syntax is level goal what? Level goal is a mesh instance 3D, so we'll do that. So if it's a mesh instance 3D, we'll just assign the goal right here. It's added as a child here though. So is there any, I guess we call manual ready here, but let me create it in here, and then so we'll do this, and then we'll put G here. Oh, we're checking if it's a goal platform. Is that what it is here? Yes, it is an instance of goal platform. So we'll check if this is goal platform. If it is, we return syntax as, or we just cast it. Cast level goal platform, and then we're going to assign that to G. Final G equals this, and so there we go. That should give us the goal, because this is going to position it, instantiate it, add child. So none of this is going to run add child get ready too soon, because we're calling manual ready. Okay, this is perfect. Do I care about this? No. Let's recompile. All right, chat, what's up? I've been interested in coding since I was 9 or so, but it was so hard to find avenues as a child that isn't just someone teaching you the most basics from scratch. Same, droid, same. Fucking me and Moonside have like bonded over like living our childhoods, looking at fucking coding books and attempts to learn to code and shit, and it just being such an impossible hurdle. Like there'll be a book that says, oh, just learn to make a game in your library, and I'm like, all right, nice. And you'll open it up and it's from 1996 and it's about coding from scratch on C with some archaic like level bullshit. And it's the threshold was so high as a child. I'm glad nowadays children have much more access to getting these resources through I guess modding's pretty good. I learned to code a bit through Java mods in Minecraft. And Roblox has made it even easier now, and maybe even Fortnite with their new language. What is it? Crisp? No, it's Verse. Invoke. My problem with Unreal is that it's geared more towards 3D. I'm currently in a 2D phase. Yeah, no, that's so fair. Yeah. I wish there was something like Unreal that supported drag and drop programming and 2D. I think there is, Moonside might have talked about like a visual coding system with Godot, but it's third party, so the support, is kind of like, eh. You never know if some third-party library is just going to stop getting maintained and support for newer versions of Godot, so it's always kind of a risk to do that. So I feel like, yeah, Maybe Game Maker Studio, that can get complicated. Does Game Maker Studio still use drag and drop? Back in my day, Game Maker Studio 7 was all about drag and drop. But nowadays, it feels like Game Maker Studios, or Game Maker is all about just coding with GML. I'm free! I like how Unreal is trying to be easy, but I hate how opinionated and closed it is, lol. Unreal is not easy, that's the other thing. The TAA in Unreal kills my eyes. Oh, the what's it called? The temporal anti-aliasing. Yeah, anti-aliasing can be kind of eh. Roblox sucks. Fucking Lua. Yep, I agree. Lua's the worst, but I mean, it's still better than nothing. That's what it takes for you to get introduced to coding, then so be it. Scratch. I mean, I have no experience with Scratch, so I can't really say one way or the other. But I mean, Scratch has always looked so ugly to me. Unreal is a lagging nightmare. That was also true. Unreal has like crazy fucking performance requirements, and you can tell when a game is made with Unreal. It has so many fucking files. The executable is so large, and just for what? To have the same look and feel as my Godot 3D game? Like, what's the point? What's the point of any of it? Droid, I think there are people making Scratch to JavaScript compilers. That's still third party, not an engine, lol. Yup. I mean, I don't know. There has to be something better than Scratch for drag and drop game programming though, right? GameMaker is now fully focused on coding. They have made it so that the code can do much more than the drag and drop can. Ugh, that sucks. They're kind of like getting rid of their roots then. Back in my day, I wanted to code with GameMaker, but all the tutorials would be drag and drop. So it's so funny it's like reversed now, but I guess that just goes to show how much of like the world has changed, and now coding is more comfortable for people. Okay, let me go ahead and bake the light while I'm just rambling on here. Boom, boom, boom. I should probably also make the button glow while I'm here, so that way it's like it's an important thing. Okay, yeah. Let me think. There are other like drag and droppy kind of engines. People do like make them drag and drop game engines. GDevelop? God, there's so many. I remember when I was a child, I used to download so many of these different types of things. I don't know anything about GDevelop though. Looks complicated though. Phaser is all coding, right? Buildbox. Buildbox. There was one for like Xbox, what was it, like Code or something with a K, and you can make games with that. That was always fun. This has no UV2. Let me go give my goal a UV2. Fine. I'm gonna have to open this. I haven't opened this goal in forever. Let's see. New pixel guy, Godot project, visual assets, Blender, level geometry, goal platform. Okay, here we are. Ooh, it's been a while. It's been a while, my child. How has it been? Let me give you a light map. And then I'm going to go ahead and... Should I do light map pack? I stopped doing it last time because I thought it was causing issues, but what was actually causing issues was the size hint. So I wonder if this will fix it. And then let's also do it for the button. Let's go ahead and UV maps. Light. What's light Yagami backwards? I hate it here. Unwrap that. Light map pack that. And then this, I guess that's fine the way it is. So let's go back, re-import. Yeah. And then I need to give this a hint. Won't you take a hint? So this is a mesh, right? So we'll make that, I don't know, 128 by 128. And then the button, where's the button? Button. There it is. We'll give that like 64 by 64. Is that still too big? I don't know what the right, like, dimensions are for some of these. I think Unity was experimenting with drag and drop, but it was removed. I remember looking through documentation while trying to find engines to use. Yeah, well, I mean, Unity has tried everything, right? And just can't commit to one thing, so that's spooky. I kind of relate, though. There is a visual coding add-on for Godot, but I'm experiencing weird bugs with it where it uninstalls itself and not even the developer understands why, which is kind of funny. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, it's hard. Open source stuff is really hard because you never know. There's 100 different computers, PCs, and things to test for. And then, like, you never even know if something's working or not working because of your fault or something else. And then like, you know, it's open source, so you're not even being paid to, like, support it. So it's, Oh, it's fully integrated in 2021. Damn. Oh, shit. Okay. You guys drag and drop in Unity, maybe? It was called Bolt. I heard a rumor that they were actually trying to bring it back, but they haven't yet. The Unity visual coding, I mean. Oh, I see. Unity Bolt. Yeah. Visual scripting. The hard part about visual scripting is just that, like, it's just the worst version of coding, right? Outside of, you know, of course, accessibility issues like yours invoke. Drag and drop just sucks compared to just typing things out, in my opinion. That's why I feel like it hasn't held up the test of time. Unreal has it, but outside of that, Jesus Christ, it is so dark in here. What happened to all my light? Did these get lit? These are all lit. Why can't I see anything in here? What? This is so dark. Goddamn. But yeah. Sadly, to still be using Unity, lol. Yeah, Unity. I mean, people swear by Unity, but I mean, all I'm saying is, every Unity developer feels like someone who hasn't tried any other engine, and every Godot or Unreal developer has tried like every engine. So that's always fucks me up. It's like, you know, yeah, okay, maybe I could be wrong. I've definitely seen some Unity developers that have tried other engines, but most of the people who use Unity do it because they just refuse to try anything else, and it's I mean, there are circumstances where Unity is good, but, you know, arguing because I'm using it for mobile games or some VR thing where Unity has taken the lead objectively, like, yeah, it's great and all, but, you know, don't argue for it when we're talking about the large majority of games that are going to be 2D platformers or RPGs and stuff like that, which aren't affected by that sort of thing. Anyway, Unity sucks. That's all. That's the point I'm trying to say. Why is there no light here? What happened to all my fucking light? Omnilight, I gotta turn up to 15? What's going on here, man? The worst thing about Unreal is that you either use Blueprints, Baby Mode, or C++, super hard for new coders. Yes, Droid, 100%. Unreal desperately needs a scripting language like GDScript to replace its horrendous blueprinting system. Failed to create light map edges, make sure meshes that have to bake have light map size hint properly set high enough, and the light map GI's textual scale value is not too low. Light map size equal to 0, light map size Y is equal to 0, returning... Oh, because I haven't... These got reset, maybe? Oh, this. Didn't get set to 64. Okay. Okay. Are they re-imported properly, I hope? Yeah, but yeah, I agree, Droid. I really hate how Unreal is so fucking either one way or the other. It could really use a scripting language. Kind of like how Godot has. I really like GDScript for that reason. Because being able to use C++ and like some sort of scripting thing is so nice. And they kind of are working on it, right? Yeah, Verse. I was about to say Verse. The Unreal editor for Fortnite coding language is coming to Unreal Engine 6, but who knows how long that's going to take. Yes, I've been following Verse since the moment it was mentioned. I'll never forget the day that Verse was mentioned. I was like, holy shit, I'm so hyped for this. Because I was super deep into Unreal that time. But I'm still getting these issues. But yeah, it's taken a while for Verse to come. Verse is gonna come one day, but by the time Verse comes, I'm already gonna be, you know, a Godot simp. By the time Verse gets here, Godot's gonna be good. Like, Verse was announced at a time when Godot sucked. When it was still, like, mostly Godot 3, with 4.0 lacking a lot of the features it has now. Now that Godot 4 has DirectX and all the shader features it has now, and all these cool things and shader caching and stuff like that. Oh my god, you can't beat Godot anymore. You lost your opportunity, Unreal. You lost me, because you took so long to release Verse. Why does it have to take 30 billion years for this to come out? I know damn well that Verse is not this complicated. I mean, it is complicated, but like, I don't know. I had high hopes for RPG Maker Unite. Me too, Invoke. Me too. Me too. I used to be really into Unreal, but as more games came out and started being terrible, I lost any luster to try. Yeah, it's not great. It has a really great character controller, and it has really polished physics, and that's what gets me into it. But, you know, it's also the fact that the character controller is hard to manipulate. Oh god, I need to... How the fuck did adding the goal here just ruin everything? I do not understand light baking at all. This is ridiculous. But yeah. Bum 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 bum. And now to me, they're like Unreal games that just feel as bad as Unity games. Though that might just be the fact that more people are using Unreal now, that it's become like more accessible in the sense that its UI doesn't look like absolute garbage. Like absolute fucking garbage. Unreal 5 was such a huge upgrade. I'm excited for Unreal 6. Thumbs up, Moonside. I think I'd like Unreal if they stopped pushing really expensive real-time graphics. Yeah, but I mean, that's where they make their money, right? That's kind of where it competes in the market. It's just the best graphical engine for the AAAs. And so why would it not? I mean, for indies, it offers basically free usage forever, so... Or at least until you're a millionaire, and then you're no longer really an indie, are you? Oh god, I remember trying to use Unreal 4 and I could not use Blender light mode. Yeah, Unity, Unreal 4, I'm sorry, had some wacky stuff. Hold on, I need to focus for a second. This is upsetting me a lot. Why can't, okay. Fuck the Omnilight. Area Light 3D. Let's bring that to where the Omnilight is. The transform, copy, Area Light 3D, paste. And then I'm just gonna make it big, so like 10 by 10. No, not 10. Oh, I guess that's fine. And then we're just gonna bake with that and see what happens. Fuck the Omnilight. Light map bake, let's go. God, I've been distracted from my own game, lol. Yeah, it's they're all good. You distracted me from my game too, kind of. I made a bit of progress. Once I have this room lit up, I think this level's done, so there's one more trap I want to add later, but it's not that big. I think it's not that necessary. So I think we did it, gang. I think this is finally an actually polished, finished version of Lab Level 1. And I can finally start pumping these levels out with all these utilities I've added. I think I really need to finish my eventing plugin for manipulating arrays. Make that a bit better. Holy shit, look at this. That looks really cool, actually. I need like a light fixture up here to represent that. But besides that, this looks sick. Area light 3D. Where? Okay, let me turn this off. So this is correlating to where's the area light? Oh, it's that square. No wonder it looks like that. Let's make that. Oh my god, why is it lagging? Let's make it like 2 and then rotate it so it's going down like that. Make that 90 and then move it up. And is that looking in the right direction? Who fucking knows? But let's also add some range. Let's make it 10. And then energy, I guess we can keep it at 1. We'll make it like 0.5 actually. Okay, now let's rebake and see what that looks like. Godot can look pretty cool if you just make the right choices. Actually, I like Godot. Thank God Godot exists. Imagine if we lived in a world where you had Unity and Unreal and that was it. You'd be watching me make a Bevy game right now. Not even that, because I want to make a game that's console compatible. I don't even know Bevy's had any Bevy Switch support. Can I make a Switch game with Bevy? That's my dream. I just want to make a Nintendo Switch game. And I guess now a Nintendo Switch 2 game, because I took too long. It is in the wrong direction. Fuck! Oh my god, how do I tell? How the hell do I tell? Negative 90. Yeah. Let's go ahead and bake that again. Oh, it lags my stream, it lags my life, it lags my development brain when I bake. Don't let me bake, don't let me cook. Oh, Photogenic, what are you saying? The type of phone I'm talking... Okay. Oh, let me see what phone you're talking about, Photogenic. Yeah, this is what I'm thinking about, too. The one with the slide-out keyboard. This is what I meant when I want something like this, but with a controller here instead of a keyboard. Wouldn't that be so cool? It's for our phone conversation like 3 hours ago. But I know what you were talking about. Don't worry. I knew exactly what you meant. So don't you worry your pretty little head. Yeah. Bow, 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 bow. I think the light needs to be expanded a bit. Let's see what this looks like in this mode. Oh, interesting. What? Why can I see this perfectly when I switch to this? Does it emit? Why does the level look so visible now? I don't understand. Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. It's like completely like covered in darkness. And then I turn this on and then it's completely visible. That's not really what I'm going for. Let's reduce the energy a bit. 25? I want there to be some reflection, like, I don't want it to be perfect. Is it because the light map size hint has changed? No. This is changed. No. I don't know. There's a spring in here too. There's a lot of different components here I need to unwrap that I haven't yet. Let me do that real fast, because the flag I also noticed is having some issues. Flag. Oh god, let me get this and unwrap that. Light map. Light map pack. Yes, and then gold platform I did. Spring I didn't do. So let me click that. Okay, I guess I didn't click that. Let me click spring. And then light. No, don't let it map pack that. Do light map pack. Okay, save. Now we have all of these. Good to go, I think. And what's this? Block circle. I don't care about that. Okay, save. Re-import. spring, you'll get something. You'll get I guess 32 by 32, and then flag. I guess you can have some. You need a lot actually. Let's give you 64 by 64. Okay, let us bake. Let us cook. Let us cook. Distracted. What? Where are we dropping? Hello, triangle. We're dropping into this hole in just a second. Let's see if the light bake looks good. I'm gonna lag for a second. Don't mind me. I'm lagging, friends. Okay. Oh, we are so back from the lag. Can I get an indirect lighting in the chat, please? Type 5,479 if indirect lighting affects your life. What number did I say? If you type the wrong number, I'm not even gonna know because I already forgot the number was. I already forgot. Can this just look good? Please just look good. Oh, hey, it looks kind of good. Yo, well, that looks kind of sick. Okay, then we add an area light over this. Area light 3D. And then, I don't know what the fuck it is, but, oh, it's over here. Here. And then down here. And then we need to rotate it to -90, I believe, to make it look down like this one is. Yes. And so then we move it on top of this. Oh god, can we just move it on top of the thing? Here we go. Like that, and then 3, 3. Let's turn off the shader so I can see what the hell I'm doing. Where is it? World stuff, turn that off. Okay, let's make it 2, 2 actually, and give it a red glow. We'll do that, and then we'll give it, not a lot of range. Let's make it 4 with light energy of 0.51, just like a subtle glow. Okay, and then I guess can we move it down a bit? Let's turn this back on. This could be a bit lower like that. All right, let's lag again for another bacon moment. Making bacon pants 5,479. That sounds correct. 4,379. That I don't think that's correct. I think Droid has it correct because I remember thinking to myself, 5,400. Oh, I was gonna say 332. No, that's lame. Let me go to 7 to shake it up, and then I went to 9, and I was like, oh, that's still kind of similar to 7. So that checks out, Droid. That follows through with the sequential memory I have in my brain. I think my brain's like really good at like memorizing things in relation to other things, if that makes any sense. Like I can't remember like a thing by itself, but if it's surrounded with oh god, what the fuck? Oh Jesus. I wanted a subtle glow, Godot. I said a subtle glow. Jesus Christ. Okay, 3 0.25. My god. Okay, maybe I should make this big, like 4 4, so it gets the edges too. Okay. Subtle, quote unquote. Yep. All right, let's try this. Come on, you got this. You got this. Plot direct lighting. 50, 60, 70, 80. Oh, that wasn't even that. Now we're doing the indirect lighting. That takes longer. I'm gonna lag even more. I wish I could bake in the background. I guess baking takes GPU processing, so you can't really do that. But I see you rendering my whole scene in the back right there, so maybe it can. I don't know. But it's also lagging in the background, so maybe it can't really handle both of those. Denoising. Yeah. Just show me what it looks like. My god. That is not what I'm going for. That is not what I'm going for at all. Okay. Light energy is 0.05. Surely that's enough. And area range is fine. Area resolution is fine. Can I give it an alpha to make it not as, like, potent? I have to bake again. I don't want to bake. I don't want to bake my light. Please don't make me bake my light. Make it stop. Make it stop. I don't want to bake. I don't want to bake. Okay. Go on. Bam. 60, 70, 80, 90, denoising, denoting. Can I just retrieve these motherfucking textures? Okay, that's okay-ish. I mean, I still wish it like went around thing and glowed on those, but this is kind of what I'm going for. It's a big red fucking button that you want to step on. So, I need to make a thing for that where I put a node in the center and it generates area lights around it in a radius of like a certain amount of frequency. Okay, stuck under here. But I like how this level looks so blue and nice. Then you transition to that underground dark red area. And I think that's neat. The theme of this level is blue and red. And that's pretty cool. We fall down here and then, yes, look at that. Oh shit. That is pretty cool. Okay. And then here, let me put an area light on the flag so that you can see the fucking flag. I guess I get to make the flag emit. Let's go to gold platform. Flag. What materials are you using? You're using... Oh, you're just using the built-in ones for flag and flag pole. So I could switch... Oh, they're like a whole GD shader? What? Oh, because that's moving. Okay, that kind of works. And I could add my own emission here. Emission equals albedo times 0.5. That should make it glow a little. And then for flag pole, which will make this also have a bit of an emit, a very slight emit, single color emit, and then we'll make that like 0. In fact, we'll give this like, I'll worry about that later. For now, let's go back and see how it looks in here. See, that's glowy now. It's glowy as shit. Maybe like 0.4 we can emit. Yeah, okay, no, we'll do 0.25. Okay, there we go, there we go, there we go. Boo-doo-boo-boo. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Bum-bum-bum-bum-bum. Bum-ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum-bum-bum. Duck, jump. Huh? That, jump over this. Oh, go over that, and then let's just summon the rock. And then it hits and then falls through. That looks really good. I'm happy with that a lot. And then we jump on the button and then you clearly see the flag there. Now the question is, does the flag have a shadow that looks better in the normal levels? I don't know. Maybe we could make that a toggleable option for the emission rate. I guess we'll worry about that later. Let me play the sky level to see how it looks, just to be sure. But I think that about wraps it up for today. This is a very successful day. I'm really happy with what we have. It really gives like a fucking underground area that you fall into. Here's the next question. Is the player not going to want to jump into the hole because it looks scary? And maybe I should encourage the player to do it by having another trap that slaps them down into the hole if they try to jump over it. I could do that, and I could keep that trap still sort of avoidable so you can get past and get the secret. But for now... Oh, you see, the issue is also the top of the button. Okay, well this... I think that looks great. That looks just the same as I did before. Okay, perfect. Here's why I want to give the flag like a little like zebra stripes. But that about wraps up for today. Thank you everyone stopping by. Thank you Droid for the follow. I hope you stick around and come back for more. Let me go ahead and hit my little button there. But everyone else, thank you to Chem. I can actually read people's names now on the fucking stream interface. Thank you for Triangle for popping in. Fucking as always, Photogenic, Moonside, Invoke, Chemistry, Nick. I love all of you. Thank you for hanging out. Here is my. Let's do a little raid. Let me type my raid message. If you're not a subscriber, here's your raid message. And if you are a subscriber and you can use my emotes, here's your custom emotes raid message. And let's go ahead and see what we have here for today. Similar, smaller size, same category. We have React TV number 300. I guess there's some job. I want game dev stuff though. Game dev stream working on Boss Jam 2025. That looks cool. Ooh, I like their avatar too. Very, what's the word? It's very colory. What am I saying right now? Or we have which appears to be they haven't specified game dev, but I think that looks like game devy. Yeah, they're in Unity. Oh, do I want to go to Unity fucking users stream? Hell yeah, why not? Let's do it. I'm starting the raid. Thank you all once again. Thank you to more people. Thank you to my mom. Thank you to the guy who sold me some pizza a couple weeks ago. We're raiding. Anyway, see you later, VOD watchers, and I don't know, fucking Obama.